Hello, folks, and welcome back to Wolverines football on KTAK and streaming online at yotoday.com. I'm Eric Pauly alongside Cody Beers as we join you from Buffalo, Wyoming today. And, Cody, it's, 3-4 years now since we've been up here?
Yeah, the last time we were here, it was a cold, rainy night, and it's windy, but as Coach Bob Hammond told me in the pregame, usually the wind cuts down as the sun goes down, so we're hopeful that it'll be a nice night here. The temperature-wise, it's a really nice night. Buffalo Bison come in 1-2 on the season. They got their first win despite 6 turnovers last week in a 14-8 win over the Rollins Outlaws. In that game, they rushed for 162 yards, held Rollins to negative 14 yards rushing in the ball game. Rollins would pass for 157 yards. And Buffalo was held to 35 yards passing in the ball game. This Buffalo team depends on a player, a senior, 6 foot, 205-pound senior at running back and linebacker. His name's Hiram Hatch. Hatch does it all. He plays both ways. They're about 17 deep, Eric, on varsity, their varsity squad. And so a lot of guys play both ways. And tonight, the Wolverines looking for win number 2 on the season. It's an East 3A battle, and you got to wonder what is up Coach Troy Anderson's sleeve. Are they going to try to run straight at Buffalo, mix in a dual threat quarterback in Damon DeVries and pass the ball? Big news this week, Broden Mathis, the defensive end, all-stater. He's going to be out for the rest of the season, possibly. He has a wrist injury. He's in a cast, and so the big defensive end for Riverton out probably close to the end of the season. He could come back and play in the playoffs.
That's a big deal.
It is.
That's arguably our best defensive player.
Bryce Nimmo out this week, an injury. The team had some issues related to the ongoing pandemic this week, but everybody is okay. Everybody got interviewed, and they're back, and they're ready to go tonight. Tonight, the Wolverines look for win number 2 here at Moon Field, and it's going to be a good one here as we have this game streaming live on yotoday.com, so make sure you go over there and you're ready to go. You'll see the live action, as we call it, tonight on the Wind River Radio Network. We appreciate Kirk Baxter back in the studios, and Eric, it's that's football weather. The leaves are turning. We made a trip over the Bighorns. Beautiful drive up through Ten Sleep Canyon. We had some really good Mexican food. Hey, we're ready for football on a Friday night in Wyoming.
Well, you covered all the bases there, didn't you?
It does not get any better than going on the road and playing high school football in Wyoming.
That's right, man. And real quick for our viewers online, the video might look a little weird today. I'm noticing it on on the encoder here. We're behind glass here, and so I can see a reflection on it. It's creating some kind of interlacing issues when we move in motion. And it's I mean, the window's open here. It's just the tripod that we bought is actually too tall to fit down low enough to actually raise the window effectively. So we're gonna work on that. But you guys will see some shadows and things like that on there. We apologize about that, but it's just that's the way it's gonna be for right now. Can't do anything about it. We'll take a short break, folks. We'll come back and take a look at some of the other games around the state. And, of course, our pregame show, sponsored by Bailey's, will bring you the coach interviews as well as the Pokes and the Prep report. All that and more still to come. You're listening to Wolverines football on KTAK and streaming live HD video on yotoday.com.
Football. For over 50 years, Bailey's has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service and to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey, go Wolverines.
Papa Murphy's is proud to sponsor this week's Player of the Game. For a limited time, enjoy a Papa Murphy's barbecue chicken pizza made with KC Masterpiece barbecue sauce. After the game or anytime, you can't beat the fresh ingredients and authentic flavor of a Papa Murphy's take and bake pizza. And you know it's baked right every time because you baked it yourself. Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton. Drop in or order online at papamurphys.com. Go Wolverines!
Adolescence can be a rewarding time for young people, but for some students, it can be emotionally trying. Did you know that nearly 22% of Fremont County students in grades 8 through 12 answered yes when asked if they had ever seriously considered suicide in the past year? If you or someone you know is at risk for suicide, please contact the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-8255. That's 1-800-273-8255. Paid for by Fremont County Prevention Program.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunner's Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunner's Automotive, 856-2288.
Welcome back to Moon Field in Buffalo, and this is your pregame show brought to you by Bailey's. We've got going through the high school games scheduled for tonight. First quarter, 3 games currently underway in Class 4A. It's Cheyenne South at number 3, Cheyenne East, Laramie at number 5, Rock Springs, Thunder Basin at Kelly Walsh. Thunder Basin, the number 2 ranked 4A team. Number 1, Cheyenne Central at Campbell County tonight at 7 o'clock, and number 4, Sheridan at Natrona, 7 o'clock kickoff in that one. Class 3A, halftime score in, number 3, Powell 14, number 4, Star Valley 0. And I don't care who you are, you don't want to play Powell this week, because this Powell team that lost 14-0 to Cody last week, coming out tonight was something to prove in that game. Halftime score, Powell 14, Star Valley 0. First quarter, no score in, number 1, Jackson at Green River. First quarter, Worland at Rollins. Evanston plays at number 2, Cody at 7, Lander at number 5, Douglas. That'll be a game we'll be watching closely as Lander and Riverton match it up this coming Friday.
Well, that's going to have an effect on, second, third place.
Oh, no doubt about it. And then Riverton tonight at Buffalo. We're here at Moon Field in Johnson County. Class 2A scores final, level 29, number 3, Big Piney 8. Final score, number 5, Lyman 41, Kemmer 0. Halftime score, Cokeville 14, Thermopolis 0. First quarter, no score yet. Number 1, Mountain View at Pinedale. First quarter, Newcastle at Glen Rock, no score. First quarter, Tongue River at number 4, Upton Sundance, no score there. And first quarter, this is the Wild Preps game of the week, number 2, Torrington at Bighorn. It's still odd to say Torrington's playing 2A football this year. And then Burns at Wheatland at 7 p.m. Class 1A 9-man, the Wind River Radio Network's small school football game of the week. Riverside beats Wind River today. Final score 14-6, as Wind River still searching for win number 1 on the season. Or did they win one?
They won one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So searching for win number 2. So Cougars drop a 14-6 decision to Riverside today. First quarter, Moorcroft at number 1, Southeast, no score. Saratoga at number 5, Lingle Fort Laramie, no score. And tonight at 7, number 3, Lusk at Wright. That's a 7 p.m. kickoff. Class 1A 6-man, Burlington all over DuBois today. Burlington 44, number 5, DuBois 12. And a final score in, number 1, Farson Eden. Playing on the turf up there in Farson, 47, number 2, KC 13. So that's a big win for the Pronghorn in that game. Tomorrow, Class 1A 9-man, Pine Bluffs at number 4, Shoshone. That's a 2 p.m. kickoff. In 6-man football, number 3, Meeteetse at number 3, Encampment. That's they must have the same number of votes. Number 3 each way. Noon kickoff. Midwest at Hannah Elk Mountain at noon. Guernsey Sunrise at Hewlett at 2 p.m. 10 Sleep at Little Snake River at 2 p.m. An open this week. Rocky Mountain, the number 2 team in Class 1A 9-man, not playing football this week. So big games underway, and it's an interesting week in Class 3A because the only real big game, number 3, Powell, number 4, Star Valley at halftime. Powell up on Star Valley 14-0. So nobody wants to play Powell after they lose their first game of the year to Cody. So We're about 45 minutes out. This is the pregame show brought to you by Bailey's on KTAK and streaming live at wyotoday.com.
We are building a stronger, safer CWC. Your health is our top priority. If you're coming to the CWC campus, please wear a mask and go online and fill out the daily wellness screening form at healthy.cwc.edu. Wear a mask when you arrive on campus. Find a health screening station in the Health Science Building or the Arts Center Theater. Check your temperature and you're on your way. Again, to fill out the daily wellness form, go to healthy.cwc.edu and we'll see you on campus.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County's school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
Welcome back, folks, to the we're gonna this is live action here, folks. We've got the window is in the way. So, okay, go ahead and shut it, Cody. We were seeing if we could leave the window open, but we cannot. Well, actually, we're zoomed in pretty good, aren't we?
Well, but there was no way, Eric.
Right. So if you guys see the lines that are showing up on the screen right now, folks, it's we're still broadcasting in HD, but our camera is having to refocus with the glass in between us and the field because our tripod was too high. So it is what it is for today. So apologies about that, but let's see, Cody. What do we got left to look at here? Oh, the big news here, we'll go to the Pokes report here in just a minute, but Cowboys are going to have a football season, and we got a schedule out this week.
Yeah, got a schedule, and they'll open on the road, which caused a few Wyoming Cowboys on social media last night, fans to do a little whining, but hey, we're going to play 8 games. They're going to open at Nevada. They'll come back home and play against the Rainbows of Hawaii in week 2.
Rainbow Warriors.
What did I say?
You said the Rainbows.
We don't play them very often. I'm sorry. I'll laugh. Just go ahead. Laugh.
No, that's
laugh
funny.
Out,
That's
but
funny.
you know, that the interesting game in this schedule, to me, is December 12th in Laramie. And the opponent is Boise State, but December 12th in Laramie. Craig Bowles got to be thinking, this is cool because we're going to have a rushing game. We're going to run the heck out of the football. And in the frozen tundra, so to speak, or the frozen turf of War Memorial Stadium, it'll be really interesting. I'm sorry, the Rainbow Warriors, but I'm embarrassed now.
No, I was trying to picture what that mascot would look like.
I think you're going to have to buy me something for laughing at me this week. But anyway, no, the Cowboys, we're going to have a season, a lot of scrambling today from people who own season tickets trying to figure out how to get tickets. You're limited to 4 tickets per game. They're going to put people all over the stadium. My luck, I'll be at the top with a wind blowing on December 12th of about 35 miles an hour. And
but at least you'll
chill.
be there.
Yeah, we'll be
you'll
there.
be there.
It'll be a story.
Right.
And considering 2020, where things are odd, it'll be good to be in Laramie in December playing football.
All right, folks, we're going to get started here. We'll get to our Pokes preview show, the prep reports, and then we'll have our coach interviews. All that and more coming up next here on the Bailey Enterprises pregame show, live on KTAK 93.9 FM and streaming live HD video on wyotoday.com.
Hunting season is here, and that means the Wind River Radio Network and WyoToday.com's Big Bull Contest is back. All you have to do is have a valid elk tag for this year and live in Fremont, Hot Springs, or Washakie County, and you're in. Starting October 1st, bring your legally harvested bull to the Wind River Radio Network's office at 603 East Pershing. Our team will measure it, and then you're in the running for the biggest bull. There's men's, women's, and children's divisions with thousands of dollars in prizes. For more information, visit WyoToday.com.
Hey, Pokes fans, it's time for the Pokes Preview Show with the voice of Fremont County, Eric Pauley. Eric, how about them Cowboys?
Well, Dave, we're back, baby. Here we go. The revised 2020 University of Wyoming football schedule was released by the Mountain West Conference on Thursday, The 8-game schedule will feature 5 games against opponents who played in the postseason last year, including 4 home games versus postseason teams, highlighted by a home contest against both 2019 Mountain West Division champs Hawaii and Boise State. Now, the season will kick off on the road at Nevada on Saturday, October 24th. The following week, the Pokes will host the first of 4 home games versus the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, who won the Mountain West Division in 2019 and defeated BYU 38-34 in the Hawaii Bowl. Wyoming's other home games will be November 14th against Air Force, the 21st against Utah State, and then December 12th against defending Mountain West champion Boise State. In addition to their season-opening road game at Nevada on the 24th of October, the Cowboys will travel to CSU on November 7th, to UNLV on November 28th, and New Mexico on December 5th. All those game dates are tentative, right? Subject to change. Things could happen. We hope it doesn't, but things could happen. The Cowboys are coming off an 8-5 season and a postseason win in last year's Nova Home Loans Arizona Bowl 38-17 over Georgia State. Wyoming was perfect 6-0 at home over the past 4 seasons. The Pokes have achieved bowl eligibility in each of those seasons, having earned 3 bowl bids during that time in 16, 17, and 19. They won 2 bowl championships in 17 and 19 and hosted 1 Mountain West championship game in 2016. As the 2020 college football season approaches, the Cowboys will be seeking their 4th bowl bid in 5 seasons. That would be a first in Wyoming football history. The 5 Wyoming opponents who appeared in bowl games last season include the Nevada Wolfpack. They played in the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. They lost to Ohio. Hawaii was in the Mountain West Championship game. They lost to Boise State and then bounced back to win the Hawaii Bowl over BYU. Air Force defeated Washington State in the Cheez-It Bowl. Utah State was in the Tropical Smoothie Cafe Frisco Bowl, losing to Kent State. There's just too many bowls. And then Boise State defeated Hawaii in the Mountain West Championship game. They advanced to the Mitsubishi Motors Las Vegas Bowl, where they lost to Washington 38-7. All 4 Wyoming home opponents played in the postseason last year. 3 of the 8 home opponents won 10 or more games in 2019. And November will bring a big home game against Air Force and Utah State to Laramie. They conclude again December 12th in the war against Boise State, and hopefully we'll be able to have some bigger crowds there. I do want to say one thing here. Now, they've announced that they are going to allow 7,000 fans into the first home game, and it just seems like they missed it should have been 72-20, right? They missed a marketing opportunity there, 72-20. But I digress. But we keep our eye on the situation. We hope the season moves forward as planned, and you can catch the games on KWYW 99.1 FM. That's a look at the Pokes Preview Show. Plenty more still to come. You're listening to High School Football on the Wind River Radio Network.
Former University of Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen is worthy of Wyoming.
23 plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, kind of went through a progression. I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder. His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places, and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here, given our wide range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.
Gales Carpet One is a proud sponsor of this Riverton Wolverines broadcast. Lombardi once said, "The only place success comes before work is in the dictionary." Gales wants to applaud these young athletes on their drive to become the best team possible and show the state of Wyoming what it means to be a Wolverine. Gales Carpet One, floor and home, 220 East Main in Riverton. Go Big Red!
Welcome back to the pregame show. It's time for the weekly prep report, and we start things off with a couple of games being played on Thursday this week, but they weren't varsity opponents. They were some varsity versus JV matchups. Then on Friday, here we go in Class 4A. Cheyenne South is at number 3, Cheyenne East, 6 o'clock kick for 3 of the 5 for 4A this week. Laramie is at number 5, Rock Springs. Rock Springs bumping up after having knocked off Natrona last week. Number 2, Thunder Basin is at Kelly Walsh at 6. And then these last two are at 7 p.m. Number 1, Cheyenne Central at Campbell County at 7. Number 4, Sheridan at Natrona. Class 3A, it's number 4, Star Valley. Number 3, Powell at 5 p.m. Number 1, Jackson is at Green River at 6 o'clock. And I'll be interested to see what the final score is on this one. I've been just looking at the stat lines for Green River. It looks like their defense is really good, but the offense is pretty bad. And Jackson, obviously, has a really, really good offense. Worland is at Rollins at number 6. Evanston is at number 2. Cody at 7 p.m. Lander at number 5. Douglas at 7. And, of course, Riverton at Buffalo. 7 o'clock pregame show coverage starts at 6 p.m. on KTAK 93.9 FM. Streaming live video on yotoday.com. Class 2A. Lovell is at number 3, Big Piney at 2 o'clock. We'll have results for a lot of these. Kimmer at number 5, Lyman at 3 p.m. Cokeville at Thermopolis at 5 o'clock. It'll be a 4:30 pregame show. You can catch this game on KDNO 101.7 Classic Country. Donnie Burris, Kevin Simpson with the call of the game. Number 1, Mountain View at Pinedale at 6 o'clock. Newcastle at Glenrock, same time. Tongue River has number 4, Upton Sundance on the road at 6. And number 2, Torrington at Bighorn, 6 p.m. Burns has Wheatland for a 7 o'clock game. And 1A 9-man, Wind River is at Riverside at 1 o'clock. Moorcroft at number 1, Southeast at 6. Saratoga at number 5, Lingle Fort Larry, 6 o'clock game. Number 3, Lusk at Wright. In 6-man ball, it's number 5, DuBois at Burlington, 2 o'clock. We'll get some finals for you. Number 1, Farson Eden at number 2, KC. This will be a big one here at 2 o'clock. Just perennial powerhouses there. And then on Saturday, our game of the week will be in 1A 9-man, Pine Bluffs at number 4, Shoshone at 2 p.m. You can catch the pregame show coverage at 1:30 on KFCW 93.1 FM. And in 6-man ball, Meeteetse at Encampments, Midwest at Hannah Elk Mountain, Guernsey Sunrise at Hewlett, and Tinsleep at LSR. There is one open date, and that'll be for Rocky Mountain in 1A 9-man. That's a look at the weekly prep report. Plenty more still to come. You're listening to High School Football on the Wind River Radio Network.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Drive now, text later.
Create your own sunshine.
Buckle up, tough guy. I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand. Seatbelts keep you hanging in there.
Don't leave your life on the road.
Don't regret the past, just learn from it.
Superheroes, buckle up.
It's better to buckle up than sorry.
You are enough.
Don't leave your life on the road.
This is Cody Beers with YDOT. Wherever you are, wherever you're going, buckle up. Take care of each other on our highways, on the Wind River Reservation, and everywhere else. Cody Beers here with Coach Bob Hammond. And Coach, tell us about your team. It looks like you've got a pretty good identity defensive-wide, and then you like to run the football.
Yeah, we've always been that way in Buffalo, right? We want to be able to stop the run and run the football, and we believe, especially as the year moves along, as the weather gets bad, that's what it takes to win. So you're right, that's our identity, and we've played really well on defense this year. Offense has been a work in progress, but we're getting there.
You guys have shown the state that you can play defense and come up from 2A after 2 really successful years. And as I read in some of the clippings, that's helped you guys develop that winning mentality.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's sometimes, winning is just a mindset. It's just an attitude. last 3 years, the kids have understand what it takes to win, right? Just just more of just sound fundamental football. It's nothing being fancy. We just had to learn to do things the right way, and and it's paying off. And hopefully we get a couple more wins here at the end of the year.
Riverton's struggling a little bit, finding its identity, new coach, new system. But what's the key tonight for you guys against the Wolverines?
We have to slow down their offense. I kept me up late this week. They've got some dangerous playmakers. I think the quarterback and the running back both, and I don't know their names, but they both are fast. They kind of got the guy that plays the H-back, number 81's a real weapon, and then some good receivers on the outside. So we're going to have to play good defense. And then, when we have the ball, we just have to do a better job. Last week we had 6 turnovers. I would have never thought we would win a game with 6 turnovers. So, we just talked about that winning mentality, and we have to get back to winning football because we got lucky to get a win last week. So, yeah, we just have to take care of the ball and avoid penalties.
You guys always have some special players. This year, guy that does it both ways, higher match.
Yeah, he's a good one, right? And, we're just hoping that we can keep him healthy throughout the year because he's on the field all the time. And actually, all our guys, we only really have 17 varsity players, so depth is an issue. But we're always lucky to have some athletes, and he's one of them. He's a student of the game. He's a physical kid, and he loves it. So, yeah, we try to do things and work around him to make sure to highlight his talent. So, but he's a good one for sure.
You guys had a great game against Cody, a team that Riverton just couldn't stop. What was the key against the Bronx that night?
It was just playing sound fundamental football. We didn't have any turnovers that night, and we had 2 penalties. We had a hard time moving the ball. I'll tell you, their linebackers are outstanding. But we played good defense, and good defense, really, if you line up, your assignment, and then you tackle well, it's not that hard. So we were just sound that night, and I think our kids came out and played hard. We felt like we had something to prove, being, Cody brought 4 buses, and they had 80 kids on the sidelines, and our kids kind of, I don't know if we like that, but we kind of have a chip on our shoulder, so we like to show we can hang with the big guys. So it was attitude and just smart football, I think.
You guys bring that attitude up from 2A. Is it good to be back in 3A football?
It's good to be back. We had some games last year that, we were on the road, and it just didn't feel like a competitive football game. And our kids knew they were going to go win no matter what we did in the week, and we didn't get better in practice. And, maybe we're not going to have as much success year in and year out in 3A, but that's not what it's about. We're trying to, teach these kids to learn how to be better, and we have to do that. We're the underdog every week now, so it's good. And I think we can still compete, but it's forcing our kids to get better instead of, having 2 big games a year. It's every single week some big games. I think it's good for us. I'm happy with it.
Good tradition. You've been here a while, Coach.
Yeah.
I think that's a key to building a good program is being able to stay on the field coaching the kids for all these years.
Yeah, absolutely. And you mentioned it, and when you said that, a new coach and a new system, it's hard to get things going. It really is. And, it takes a while to get your expectations set and the way you want things run and get some continuing your coaching staff. So, yeah, our staff's been together for quite a while. And I think that's the thing. Everyone knows what's expected of each other, and that really helps us. So, a lot of little things that you overlook when you first start, we've got those wrinkles ironed out. Hopefully. You don't want to say that, but hopefully we do.
Coach, it's fun to come over here and play. It's a little windy tonight.
Yeah.
Is this abnormal?
It is abnormal. It's usually not very windy here. Usually when the sun goes down, the wind dies down, though. So hopefully that flag behind us won't be snapping so much. But yeah, we've been windy. I guess it's 2020, right? Nothing's a sure this year. So, but we've had wind every game, and usually it was not very windy. So we'll hope it dies down, or at least we hope it's always behind our backs when we get the ball.
Coach, good luck. Thanks for the time.
You bet. Thank you.
Brown Sugar Coffee Roastery is proud to sponsor youth sports for the best in fresh roasted coffee, breakfast, lunch, and dinner on the weekends. You'll enjoy the best locally sourced food at Brown Sugar Coffee, 203 Main Street in Riverton.
Here's an important update from Wind River Family and Community Health Care. They are continuing to see patients during this trying time. If you have a cough, shortness of breath, and a fever, call 307-855-2966 or 307-857-9489 before coming to the clinic. A nurse will triage you over the phone. They will ask questions regarding symptoms and recent travel. You can also reach Wind River Family and Community Health Care by calling 856-9281.
Lehman Studios is a proud supporter of Fremont County Athletics. Lehman Studios offers sports cards, mugs, statuettes, plus several photo package options. Visit us today at 210 West Main in Riverton. Lehman Studios, 856-3941.
What's it like to kill someone?
Emptiness. Painful. It doesn't seem real. There was no intent. It was never supposed to happen.
You don't go out to kill someone.
I keep seeing her head coming through the windshield.
I'm so very sorry.
There's nothing I can do to make it better.
Please, don't drink and drive.
It doesn't change the fact that I'm a killer.
This is Cody Beers with YDOT. A killer is a killer. Never, ever drink and drive. Cody Beers here with Coach Troy Anderson, and Coach, first road game in about a month.
Yeah, it's kind of, I don't know. I love being at home, but there's something kind of appealing about going on a road trip, and everybody's kind of consolidated, and, you know, we put some planning in on how to travel, and yeah, it's going to be exciting to go over there. I'm sure that, you know, like I think I said last week, I'm sure it'll be like a homecoming or senior game, something that's really important, you know, not just for them, but also for us when we get over there.
How do you go about traveling on a day like this with COVID-19 and all that? Run us through your kind of your routine today.
Yeah, so we get we're getting the rosters and stuff all identified today, knowing how many people are going to be on the buses, trying to get as much transportation as we possibly can, figuring out we always having to make sure we get our masks on the bus, and everybody's doing that stuff, and then we kind of calculate our time over there, how we want to get there and what suits all of us, and make sure we get out on the field at the time we want to be, which usually, I'm trying to be out there a couple hours early, and then figuring out how we're going to get home. But yeah, it's a lot of like figuring out bus seating charts. I mean, things that you would have thought that you maybe wouldn't have to do as a coach per se, but yeah, figuring out all that stuff so we're ready in worst case scenario if we end up getting something that kind of pops hot on us there.
Let's talk about the game tonight. Your team, the last couple weeks, struggled with penalties, with turnovers, and you'd like to kind of get back to where you were right after that Evanston game, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we cleaned up one of the two things we talked about last week. I think we only had one turnover last week, so that's a positive. We're still behind the 8 ball in regards to the whole season on that stuff. Penalties were still too much. I think we're a dozen both weeks, if I'm not mistaken. So we've kind of done that. We've changed a couple things in practice. We kind of put some competitive periods in, and again, I feel like I talk about the offensive line every week, but we've made some situations where they're competing against themselves in practice to kind of do some of the maintaining and sustaining of things that we want them to do. And yeah, we definitely offensively like to go there. We didn't do anything necessarily new this week, but we're not going to look. There'll be some different looks out there this week. The playbook is going to be, as far as the plays themselves, will be the same, but there'll be a little bit of different look to it, if you will.
Buffalo drops from 3A, or moves up, from 2A to 3A, but they had a lot of success in 2A, and that's got to kind of give them a springboard into this season that while they're not scoring a lot of points, they're playing teams like Cody and others very tough in 3A.
Yeah, they are. I mean, I think they're a bit of an anomaly to me. I don't know what it is, but I mean, any team that plays Cody 14-6 or 8 or whatever it was, you've got to have the utmost respect for Cody. I don't know where the rankings are this week, but I would guess that Cody's 1 or 2 in the state right now. They're a very, very good football team. So if Buffalo can do that against them, I mean, you've got to respect that. The Hatch kid's a stud. I think the Moon kid is a very good player. I don't watch much of that side of the football. Hatch, I haven't identified him in that area. I'm more of the run game guy. I think he's probably the safety. Hatch is a very good player. The 33 is a good player, and their 2 stand-up ends, 59 and I think 34 are also very good players. So they won't be anything to be underestimated. There's no doubt about that. And I think about this. I thought about this at the beginning of the season. I think in the East there's of all the coaches in the East, I think there's 3 coaches in the East that have won state titles. I think I mentioned that before, and I think the Buffalo coach is one of those guys. So you can't underestimate that at all. So they're going to be a very good football team.
Yeah, he talked in the preseason about his team kind of taking that 2A success and then filling up the weight room this summer, getting ready for 3A football. So it'll be probably smash mouth football Friday night in Buffalo.
Yeah, I would anticipate that. I've talked about what we want to do. We want to run the football, and hopefully we can, in that instance, give a little better than we're getting there, and that'll probably hopefully turn out into a good result on the scoreboard. But yeah, you're going to see that. I mean, we've got our skill guys, and we always want to get them involved as early as possible. I think that's probably maybe a little bit one of our goals, is to get those guys involved too, and keep them involved in the game, because that just makes us a little more unpredictable and well-rounded.
One game at a time, but this is a big one. This is you got 4 games to go. You want to get into the postseason, obviously, and every game is very important.
Yeah, I mean, I've talked to these guys since I talked to the seniors during the senior meeting in the very early stages there, and I think there's, for total playing time, those seniors have about 2 hours of playing reps total in the whole season. That's if you go to a state title game, which I don't know if we'll be that lucky or not. But what I'm really trying to say here is that, every game is a blessing. And last week we told them we were playing for conference title, and it's going to be that way basically every week from here out, because you don't know if you're going to get a hold. I think that Douglas Lander game is very meaningful. That's coming up tonight as well for the conference. And, we need to go on the road, and that's what I talked to the boys about this week, is go on the road and think about all the things that we're doing. We're working them hard this week. I mean, some people might have the theory of tapering off towards the middle of the season, but we're working them very hard this week. And that, what we're experiencing now and the discomfort we experienced during the week will feel a lot better if we can come out of Buffalo on the positive side.
Well, and then next week you've got the cross-county rival game against Lander, so kind of important to get some good momentum and get some good things happening tonight.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you mentioned after the Evanston game. The Evanston game, if nothing else, was indicative on how powerful positive energy is, and we need to go grasp some of that this week up in Buffalo and bring that forward to the Lander Riverton game. It's been a couple years since we've been able to get that trophy. I don't even remember what it's called now over here in Riverton, but we're not overlooking Buffalo, but that's definitely out there in our on our horizon.
Well, you got to think that a positive effort tonight will play into next week.
I would agree, yeah. I mean, I would agree that if we can get something to move forward again and go on there and positive momentum. I've been thinking back on Jackson and then on Douglas. It's kind of a tale of two halves in a way. I mean, that first half against Jackson, minus, a couple things, looks very equitable. And then we come out in the third quarter, I mean, you're happy anytime a team can go, 2 touchdowns in a quarter. And so we need to put together a whole game this week, and that's our word of the week is finish. So that's where we're at with it, and hopefully it ends up on the right side of the scoreboard.
Well, to finish, what are the keys for you guys offensively?
Yeah, I mean, making great decisions, right? Having that fortitude and discipline to put ourselves in the play when the schematics have put us there, and to go ahead and fulfill what that role is. We want, from the X's and O's standpoint, we want to run the ball. We want to get Trey the ball. I mean, I don't think that's any secret. I think anybody watched film on us. We want Damon to be a dual threat. And we want to get those other, 3 to 5 guys that are out there. There's a couple guys on the bench and 3 or so guys on the field. We want to get those guys the ball and force the defense, at least on the offensive side, to make a decision on who they want to stop. Defensively, we want to be, I don't think it's any secret where our problems have been is on the outside edge run. And so our focus is to shore that up. I think Buffalo's capable, if they go in that direction, to try to capitalize on that. And so our intent is to stop that, And we got a little nicked up this week. We lost Brock again the other night, and we lost Broden. Broden her wrist, so I don't know how long that's going to be, but he's a big deal for us. So defensively, they're going to have to get back themselves, and really get after it. So that's kind of where we stand with it.
So Mathis is out this week. Who plays for him?
We got a little bit of combination going on there. We're going to bring in Jared Lucas is going to see, and he's not unexperienced there, and we fully back him. He's going to see some time at the end piece. We're going to use Hayden Brown in a couple different spots to kind of disperse where he plays at and try to shore up some things there. But yeah, those are the big ones. And Bryce is maybe out. I'm not 100% sure on him either.
That's Nemo?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, looking ahead, the Bison, the Wolverines, it's a good battle. Riverton's won 5 out of the last 6, so it's been something that you guys have experienced some success against this team, and finish seems like a good word, Coach.
Yeah, I'd agree, man. I think that we've been pressing that in the competitive sessions this week. We had a nice offensive session last night. So pretty happy about that. We'll see how the defensive session goes today as far as the emphasis. And finish is the word, man. We're fully capable. We tell the guys as we get on them. We tell them every time we finish up talking to them is that we believe they can do it. We got to get to a place where they get that positive momentum we talked about, that believe that they can finish the game and get that feeling, right? I mean, that's what a lot of this is. We're dealing with 16 to 18-year-old young men here, and feeling matters a lot to this, and we need to put them in positions where they can capitalize to come home with that.
The word fun means something too, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Like that. I mean, nothing more rewarding than going out there. Then these guys, they all love each other, and they have a good time with each other. And so we've got to find that little fine, thin line in there between that finish and the focus of that, and playing good disciplined football and having an enjoyment and stuff. They all just seem to genuinely like each other, and that's, to me, that's a cornerstone of a really good team, that guys actually legitimately like guys. You can have guys that are super skillful, but if they don't genuinely like and care for each other, you'd be hard-pressed to win some games. And luckily for us, we got guys that are not too selfish, and they're pretty focused, and they've been around, and they genuinely like each other. So I think that's a good foundation for us.
All right, Coach, we'll talk to you at halftime and after the game.
Sounds great. Talk to you soon, Cody.
Howdy, partners out there in 10 County land. This is Gary Michaud from the WRTA bus line. We are looking forward to reconnecting with all our riders and friends once it is safe for the WRTA to operate. In the meantime, the WRTA would like to graciously thank all those who are keeping our county running, especially the healthcare workers. On behalf of Share a Ride and the WRTA, we can't wait to see all your healthy faces when Big Blue reopens. So don't drink and drive, wear your seatbelt, and keep all 4 wheels on the road.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Ballard, Dr. Hinkle, and Dr. Frazier offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
Porter's Mountain View Supply is proud to support local high school sports teams for home heating, outdoor grilling, and barbecue, along with the best in spas and hot tubs. See Porter's Mountain View Supply, your locally owned dealer, for top brands like Hearthstone, Quadrifire, and Blaze King stoves, Weber, Big Green Egg, and Green Mountain grills, Free Flow and Sundance spas, along with service after the sale. Call Porter's Mountain View Supply in Riverton at 856-6993. Porter.
Welcome back, Moon Field in Buffalo, and we're going to go down to the sidelines. So Brett Watson, and what's it like to go on the road with the #1 broadcasting team at the Wind River Radio Network, Brett?
I can't hear you very well, Cody, but I think you asked what it's like to go on the road with Ren and Stempy, and it is a little scary. It is a little scary, let me tell you that. Little white knuckle over the pass, but we got here. Beautiful night, gorgeous facility. I've never been here before. It's absolutely way cool.
Yeah, Brett, one of the unique things about this this trip is you get to play on a grass field again. You don't get to do that every day now.
I was thinking of that this today, Eric. I never thought in my lifetime in football in the state of Wyoming, I would be thinking about what effect is the grass field going to have on these players. And I didn't have the opportunity to play. I don't think they they barely invented grass when I played, but I don't know. There's got to be a difference. I mean, I've been on, Wolverine Field, which is absolutely phenomenal. This thing is looking like a football field. It's got some ruts in it.
Brett, if you can hear me, tell me.
Brett, I think we lost you there. If you hit there you go.
Brett,
you're good now. You're good.
Still there?
Yep.
What's the psychological feel like down there on the sidelines, coaches, players, as they get ready for another week?
Beers wants to know what are the kids feeling like, Brett, in terms of coming off of a tough loss like last week? I don't think you can hear us. All right, we'll check back in with Brett here in just a moment. The difficulties of running a should we call it a small town TV station here?
Yeah,
all right,
for sure.
All right, tell you what, folks, we'll take a short break. We'll come back, take a look at your starting lineups, all that and more still to come here on the Bailey Enterprises pregame show. Go with Bailey, go Riverton.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit nreca.org. Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at Du Bois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Welcome back to Moon Field here, and it's interesting. You've got an assistant coach named Trevor Moon, the quarterback for Buffalo. Jackson Moon, the 6'2", 200-pound junior, and we're at Moon Field. A lot of tradition here at Buffalo as the Buffalo Bison and Riverton Wolverines match up tonight against each other. Looks like we're down with Brett Watson again. Brett, can you hear me down there?
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. You guys just kind of went dead, but
okay. Well, Brett, tell me how the kids are feeling going into tonight's football game.
Here come your Bison!
All right. Well, we're going to get some scores, Brett. I guess we can't hear you on the air, but we've got in Class 3A a fourth quarter score now. Powell 14, Star Valley 0. First quarter score: Green River 14, Jackson 7. That's an interesting scores. Number 1 Jackson trails Green River 14-7. First quarter, Worland at Rollins, no score. Evanston and Cody getting ready to tip it off at 7, and Lander and number 5 Douglas joining Riverton and Buffalo at 7 p.m. kickoffs. We're getting ready to line up for the national anthem. We're trying to get some of the lighting issues handled here with the camera as we get ready for the pregame show here. And the national anthem and the Buffalo Bison and Riverton Wolverines tonight on KTAK. Let's take a break, take 60 seconds on the Wind River Radio Network.
Almost 40,000 people were killed in motor vehicle crashes in 2017. 47% of those were not wearing seatbelts. In 2017 alone, seatbelts saved an estimated 15,000 people. Would you and your friends be in the surviving statistic? Not buckled up? Not cool. The law requires that all drivers and their passengers wear safety belts while vehicles are moving. Every trip, every time. Buckle up. Brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
Long have our ancestors debated, taco or quesadilla. Now, Taco John's has finally found the answer. Both. Introducing the Chicken Quesadilla Taco. A taco made with a cheesy quesadilla shell filled with grilled all-white meat chicken and chipotle sauce. And now you can get 2 of them for just $5. History and tacos made. Taco John's. Crunching. Bigger, bolder, better.
It's back! Lander Medical Clinic presents the fastest flu shot in the West. The Drive-Thru Flu Clinic. Every Wednesday and Saturday in October, you can drive in, roll up your sleeve, and get a flu shot without ever leaving your car. Drive-thru hours are Wednesday 4 to 6 and Saturdays from 9 until 1. Drive-thru in your car, your motorcycle, your bike, unicycle, skateboard, even your horse. Remember, Wednesday 4 to 6 and Saturdays from 9 until 1. The Drive-Thru Flu Clinic at Lander Medical Clinic.
You want to change the look of your home, but you don't have money for siding right now. It's too late for painting outside. Here's a solution. A new entry door by Wadena Millwork. Hi, this is Chuck Parmley with Overhead Door Company of Riverton and Lander. Save 10% in October on Wadena Millwork entry doors in steel, fiberglass, or traditional wood. These handsome doors are energy efficient, secure, and nearly maintenance-free. See the complete line at Overhead Door, 600 East Main in Riverton, or call 856-DOOR.
Welcome back. Starting lineups first for the Buffalo Bison. They'll go on defense. They won the flip, deferred, and Riverton will receive on defense first for the Bison. Starting at defensive back, a 5'6", 130-pound sophomore, Michael Inott. The big man, 6 foot, 205-pound senior at linebacker, Hiram Hatch. At linebacker tonight, a 6'2", 200-pound junior. He also is a starting quarterback, Jackson Moon. A 5'6", 135-pound junior. At defensive back, Anthony Peters. At linebacker, a 5'11", 175-pound sophomore, Blake Bell. At linebacker, a 6 foot, 170-pound junior, Benjamin Camino. At defensive back, a 6'2", 200-pound senior, Calvin Rule. A 6'1", 180-pound senior at linebacker, Jace Scovard. On the defensive line, a 5'10", 200-pound sophomore, Charlie Wonka. 6'2", 225-pound senior on the defensive line, Brandon Sweeney. On the defensive line, a 5'10", 180-pound junior, Keegan Money. On the defensive line, a 6 foot, 215-pound sophomore, Marco Glassick. A junior on the defensive line, 5'8", 190-pound junior, Adam O'Neill. And on the defensive line, a 5'7", 220-pound senior, Matthew Harrison. For the Riverton Wolverines tonight, who will receive as we get ready to roll here. At quarterback, a 6 foot, 180-pound senior, Damon DeVries. At running back, a 6 foot, 180-pound senior, Trayton Hyatt. At WA, 5'7", 150-pound junior, Blake Dale. At Z, a 6 foot, 150-pound senior, Ethan Patterson. At Y, a 6'5", 195-pound senior, Jared Lucas. At X, a 6'6", 180-pound junior, Lucas Engel. And we're getting ready to go, Eric. We'll get the offensive line here, and to bring you the call of this 3A East conference battle between the Buffalo Bison and Riverton Wolverines, the voice of Wolverines football, Eric Pauley.
Hey, thanks very much, Cody. And the kick, a low sidewinder here, is going to be fielded at about the 8-yard line. And working their way back across the field with it out to, let's see, about the 17 is Kai Gergen, and that's where the Wolverines will begin their drive.
That tackle by Anthony Peters on the shoestring. And so Wolverine football here. Starting offensive line for Riverton, a 6'3", 285-pound senior, Caden Smith. At left guard, a 6 foot, 205-pound senior, Caden Ganbine. At center, 6'3", 308 senior, Ryland Kane. As Riverton comes out, Damon DeVries in the pistol.
Sends a man in motion from right to left, takes the snap, handoff is to the lone back, and Hyatt falls forward for a gain of 3 yards on first down. A good start for the Wolverine offense. Brings up 2nd and 7. For those of you just joining us, if you notice a little bit of a glare on the video, or if you're not sure what you're seeing, or you see some streaking, that is, we're behind glass here. It's my fault. I didn't bring a tripod that was low enough to get underneath the window, so we have to have the window in our way. Here's DeVries dropping back, looking to pass, steps up, he'll run, and he will pick up about 2 or 3 yards on the play. There was good coverage down the field. I'm not sure if that was a design draw or not. But DeVries picking up another 3 yards here, and it'll be third and manageable for the Wolverines.
Raiders' other two offensive line starters, Isaiah Bemmett, 6'2", a 240-pound senior, and Skylar Soule, 6'3", 290-pound senior, against the number 2 ranked defense in Wyoming.
3 receivers out to the right side. DeVries hands off, and Hyatt gets his feet churning here, but he is going to be short of the first down by about a yard, it looks like. And that'll send out the punt unit for Riverton, a 3 and out to start the ball game.
One of the best weapons Riverton brings to this team is Tanner Johnson, averaging 47 yards a kick from his punter position, Eric, and he's been nothing short of outstanding all season.
He was the first punter I've ever given player of the game to.
Well, he deserves it. He's leading the state in punting by almost 6 yards.
And they're waiting on, and we're a man short, it looks like. Return man for the Bison, sitting back at about the 40-yard line. And again, you'll see some blur this week, folks, on our video, and it's due to being behind glass here. And a fair catch called for. Oh, another Riverton bounce. Fair catch called for, but Riverton will down it at the 32-yard line, and that's where the Bison will start their drive.
Well, now the Riverton Wolverine defense coming in, looking for 3 and outs, and they're going to play this game without senior defensive end Broden Mathis, who's been amazing on defense. And so Hayden Brown getting the start on one side on the defense. Jared Lucas moving up to a defensive end. We'll see how the Wolverine defense handles this.
Here come the Bison under center, and Moon, the quarterback. Handoff right side, and not much there. Good job by the defensive edge setter there for the Wolverines getting things started. Again, we're going to have to see how the fill-in goes there, Cody, with losing one of our best defensive players on the season.
Yeah, Brandon Couch on that tackle. He's been doing a nice job defensively and on special teams for the Wolverines, getting a start tonight.
Hatch way back here. We're in the gun. Moon's in the gun, has Hatch offset to his left. It's a bad snap, and it will be fallen on by Moon. And that's back at the 23-yard line. So a loss of about, let's see here, 8 or 9 yards, close to 10 yards, brings up third and very long now.
Isaiah Bemmett right there on Moon. And so the Wolverines looking to get a 3 and out here, and they're helped by, so far, malfunctioning Buffalo offense.
9 minutes to play, first quarter. Moon hands off, and a little bit of misdirection there, and it's Wonka with the carry. He's a 5'10", 200-pound sophomore. He's a load, picks up about 7 yards, brings up fourth down, and the teams will trade 3 and outs.
Caden Gentenbein on that tackle for the Wolverines. So Wolverines mission accomplished as they make Buffalo go 3 and out.
Here's the punt, and this will take a Bison bounce. It hit about the 34-yard line and then rolls inside the 25 to the 24. So Riverton will begin just outside of their own red zone.
46-yard punt on the nice roll there. And so teams exchange those early possessions, and now the Wolverines looking to get something going.
8:13 first quarter on the Taco John's scoreboard. Wolverines moving right to left here on our radio dial for our listeners on KTAK 93.9. Also invite you to watch the live HD video stream on yotoday.com. Spread under center is DeVries, takes the snap, drops back, looking to pass the whole way, and I believe this is caught by Engel, but he was down when he caught it and got it right at the 30-yard line, 29-yard line.
Big man had to go to a knee to catch it, and
gain of 6 on the play, and that's the first completion for DeVries and the first reception for Engel. They'll send Dale to the wide side of the field. Engel here on the near side. DeVries in the gun, takes the snap, hand off Hyatt, and Hyatt tries off guard right side. and powers through for a gain of 3 yards, and it'll be 3rd and short for Riverton.
Hiram Hatch on the tackle, the middle linebacker, tailback for this Buffalo team. He does it all for this Buffalo team, and Buffalo has had, as you know, Eric, a long run of these players that they have a dominating defender, and he's almost certainly the tailback also.
3rd and short. 2 receivers to the near side, single receiver on the hash, far side of the field. Dale goes in motion. They give it to him. And he has to wait for Hyatt to get out in front of him, but he makes the corner, gets the first down, still on his feet across the 40, and then pushed out of bounds at the 42-yard line. And a gain of 8 on the play. Dale flashing that speed once again.
Boy, nice spread of the field there, and I'm sure Buffalo was looking for quarterback sneak or something up the middle, and nice call to keep things off balance.
1st and 10, ball at the 42-yard line of Riverton. And there is a big size advantage for the Wolverines up front. Single receiver near side outside the hash, 2 on the far side of the field. Man in motion right to left, and they give it to Dale again. Same play, different side, and that time there's nothing there. Well, it looked about the same play, didn't it?
Yeah, play callers went to the hole on this play several times last week, and you got to wonder if they're setting something up. But nothing there as Hiram Hatch met Blake Dale in the hole, and that's a mismatch. 200 pounds against 150.
I think he got about a football's length upfield on that one. Spread them out. 4 wide, 2 on one side, 2 on the other. And DeVries fakes the handoff, throws. This is caught by Engel at the 50-yard line, spins around, and he gets hit high and low at about the 45-yard line, but it's good enough for a first down gain of 14 yards on the play. And 2 for 2 to start for DeVries.
You know, we talked about that on the way over today, Eric. How do you get the ball into Lucas Engel's hands more? And already 2 targets and 2 catches.
1st and 10 from the 45-yard line, moving into Bison territory. Man in motion from right to left is Lucas. Handoff goes to Hyatt. He gets wiped in the backfield. Able to spring forward to get close to the original line of scrimmage, but he was met at the handoff there.
Boy, big hit there by Matthew Harrison, a 5'7", 220-pound senior. And
loss of 2 on the play.
Hyatt unable to go anywhere on that run.
2nd and 12 with 5:12 to play now on the Taco John scoreboard. Under center, DeVries takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looking to throw, sends it right side, and this one was low and behind his intended receiver, Jared Lucas. Falls incomplete, and now it's decision time for the Wolverines.
A 3rd and long, right?
Yeah, do you try to get half of it here and then go for it on 4th down, or do you go for the whole thing and potentially end up punting? DeVries in the deep gun. Sends Lucas in motion from right to left, fakes the handoff, sends it left side, and it is low, incomplete, intended for Engel. You think DeVries' hands are cold maybe? It's a little chilly out there. Falls incomplete, but both of those balls were kind of low and behind the receivers.
Yeah, that direction of the wind was coming right out of the north during pregame as I was trying to coach interview Coach Hammond, and it was difficult to move into that wind. It was brisk.
Tanner Johnson back to punt for the 2nd time in the 1st quarter. Still 0-0 on the Taco John scoreboard. Good snap. Kick is away. Looking to pin it in the corner, and it hits at the 20-yard line down to the 10, inside the 10-yard line. What a weapon. I mean, what a weapon. Puts it inside the 10-yard line, and that's where the Bison will begin their drive at the 9.
35-yard punt for Tanner Johnson, and he gets that ball nice and high, Eric.
Yeah.
And team's unwilling to touch it. They yell Peter and get out of the way. So
4:52 on the Taco John scoreboard. Bison football. Moon. Looks like he's coming out here under center. They're in the eye. 2 receivers wide, single near. And the handoff goes to the deep back. And good job by the defensive line of the Riverton Wolverines. Not much there. That's a look and see who the ball carrier was there, Cody. I couldn't get a good look at it.
That was Hiram Hatch.
Hatch.
And, Caleb Smith big man in on that tackle for the Wolverines.
Hatch for about a yard.
Going to get 22 to 25 touches in the ball game.
If you're joining us, folks, we're aware of the glare. We're behind glass here. Nothing we can do about it. Under center, Moon brings a man in motion from right to left, gives to him, and having to chase back into the deep backfield, finally making it back out to the original line of scrimmage is Blake Bell. And Bell got a couple yards on it, but he had to run about 30 to get him.
Blake Dale on the tackle for the Wolverines and trying to spread the field, make the Wolverines guard the entire field, and that time that was a good gain.
Well, he did get a little bit further than I thought. Before he must have skated on the sideline there. And it's 3rd and about 4. Moon under center, drops back looking to throw, rolls to his right, getting chased down. He is still on his feet, breaks through 2 tackles and then gets buried back at the goal line. How about that, folks? Great effort from the Wolverines, swarming to the football, and he's down at about his own 1-yard line.
Chris Topalm finished it up, and what a great job by the Riverton Wolverine defense on pursuit.
Oh, this is danger close here for the punter. They don't have enough room for him to even get back to where he needs to really be. This all is going to hinge on a good snap.
Wolverines playing good assignment defense so far in this one.
There's the snap. The kick is away, and it will hit at about the 30, and Riverton won't have a return on this. It gets a roll for the Bison, takes it out to the 44-yard line, and the Wolverines defense flexing a little bit here in the first quarter in Buffalo.
Boy, a good punt by the Buffalo punter to get that thing out of danger zone on about a 43-yard punt. So nice to see the Wolverines start another drive inside Buffalo territory. Here's Eric.
Where's Eric? I know, I'm just kidding. I worry about you, Bears.
Ouch.
2 receivers near side in the gun. DeVries takes the snap, rolls, cross body, gets a block, and now he's going to get chased out. Gets up to the hash, he's going to run. Still on his feet, makes it across the 45 to the 40, goes to the sideline, across the 35-30, and then down at the 25-yard line. And Damon DeVries showing some athleticism here, close to 20 yards on the play. And he made 3 or 4 tacklers miss. You're not going to be able to arm tackle him. Was there a flag on the field?
Tackle on the play by Jay Scovard. Yeah, we're going to get Riverton holding. And
where was it? I didn't see it. I mean, not the hold, but where was the flag?
Well, it was down here in front.
Close to the sideline?
He's picking up they're throwing pink flags tonight, and that negated a very good gain for Damon DeVries, and that's Riverton's first penalty for 10 yards. So, but that's about a 30-yard penalty after the nifty scramble by the Riverton quarterback. I can hear you.
First and 10.
I can hear you.
First and 10, 2 receivers far side, single near. Lucas in motion, handoff from DeVries to Hyatt. Hyatt skates right, and might have been a little face mask there, but he makes it over to the 40-yard line of the Bison.
Shoestring tackle, Jay Scovard again. So
it's the 6th touch for Hyatt. Larry, if you're out there listening, I'm taking my own stats this week again. I miss you. Let's see. 2 receivers near side, 2 far side. Under center, DeVries. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw, sends it, and it is almost picked off. I mean, almost picked off there. Pass was intended on the left side for Ethan Patterson. And
he did not look, Eric.
No.
He didn't have a clue that ball was in the same zip code.
He was expecting it. If he was going to turn and look at it maybe down at the 10-yard line or so.
That's big down for the Wolverines.
Yep. 3rd and 6. 2 receivers wide right. Lucas out there now on the short motion. Handoff goes to Hyatt. And Hyatt muscles forward very, very close to the first down. That's a good play call. I like that.
Yeah. Hiram Hatch, another tackle. But Wolverines went mano on mono, and, boy, he does not get the spot we thought he had there.
So the ball is spotted just inside the 35-yard line. The nose of it might touch the 34. 4th and short here for the Wolverines. They start it in the gun. Got to think they're just going to hand to Hyatt here. Man in motion left to right, Hutchinson. Fake it to him, DeVries keeps it. He's got the first down. Falls forward, gain of 3 on the play.
Hiram Hatch, 4 tackles now for Buffalo, and Wolverines had to fight for that first down after that holding call.
1st and 10, Wolverines. That's the first actual carry there for DeVries. He had the big scramble, of course, but that got called back due to a hold. 1st and 10. Ball spotted on the 32. Isolation here on the near side is Engel. Here's the snap. They hand off to Dave, who came in motion. He'll squeak through and then get wrapped up. And I'm going to say no gain on the play, Cody.
3rd time through that play, and Charlie Wonka makes the stop for Buffalo.
That's Dale's 3rd touch. First one went for 8, and then 0 and 0. 2 receivers in tight here to the near side of the field. Hutchinson and Engel there. And on the far side will be Patterson and Lucas. Under center, DeVries, Hyatt the deep back. And it's a quick throw here, left side. Hutchinson caught at the 20, cuts upfield down at the 12-yard line. Gets 8 yards after the catch. First down, Riverton, as they take it from the 32 down to the 11.
Calvin Rule, 6'2", 200-pounder. Of course, Hutchison was our player of the game last week. We said he was a junior, Eric. He's actually a sophomore. So.
Oh, my mistake.
Yeah, it was my bad on that. So.
2 receivers in tight, near side of the field. Ball's on the left hash. DeVries under center, has 2 more off to his right. Handoff, Hyatt off guard, right side, and just keeps his feet turning. He'll pick up decent yardage. About 4 yards, maybe 3. Yeah, about 3 on the first down carry. Good combination of run and pass here from Riverton early on.
Hatch in on that tackle, along with Jay Scovard. So the longer this drive goes, you'd think you know it tires out the Buffalo defense. They're about 17 deep on their varsity squad, so a lot of guys go both ways.
And that is the end of the first quarter. We'll take a timeout. They'll swap sides of the field. Back after this, it's Wolverines football on KTAK, streaming live on WyoToday.com.
It's back. Lander Medical Clinic presents the fastest flu shot in the West, the Drive-Thru Flu Clinic. Every Wednesday and Saturday in October, you can drive in, roll up your sleeve, and get a flu shot without ever leaving your car. Drive-thru hours are Wednesday 4 to 6 and Saturdays from 9 until 1. Drive-thru in your car, your motorcycle, your bike, unicycle, skateboard, even your horse. Remember, Wednesday 4 to 6 and Saturdays from 9 until 1. The Drive-Thru Flu Clinic at Lander Medical Clinic.
Welcome back, folks. Let's see. Eric Polly, Cody Beers here. Let's check in with Brett Watson again. And Brett, we were talking about field conditions or something down there. Last week we talked. Tell you the Wolverines were football pretty good right now.
Like you said earlier, Eric, it's been a nice combination of run and pass. They got them a little bit off guard. Good sign. About every play I've seen down here, these receivers are open, and Damon's just missing them a little bit. So maybe if he gets on this thing, they could explode for a lot of touchdowns here. So back to you guys.
Guys, we got some scores coming in. Number 3, Powell 28, Star Valley 6 in the fourth quarter. Halftime, Jackson 28, Green River 17. Good games being played all over the state tonight.
A lot of important games this week in terms of early conference standings. 2nd and 8 for the Wolverines. Ball spotted down about the 10-yard line. DeVries has him in the short gun. Man in motion right to left is Lucas. Fakes the handoff, looks right. He's going to run. Got some room. Takes it across the 10, cuts up, and makes it down to the 5, maybe the 4-yard line. Flag in the backfield. And it kind of looked to me, I don't know what you saw there, Beers. It looked like the route there might have been outside.
Yeah, looking for the cut over the middle by Blake Dale, and we're going to get a holding call on Riverton.
Is that penalty number 2, I think?
Yeah, 2 holding calls for 20 yards. And again, that's a tough penalty because it Riverton had went to the 5, and now they're going to be back about the 22, so big penalty.
That is a big penalty.
No penalties so far on Buffalo in this game.
11:50 to play here in the second quarter. Two receivers split out each side. DeVries has him in the gun. He's 4 yards deep. Takes the snap. Steps up, throws, and this is a bullet. Frozen rope to Dale, and it's a touchdown, Riverton. Boy, that was on the money.
22 yards, Damon DeVries to Blake Dale.
Just about call him Brody Dale.
Man.
Blake Dale. But that was a fantastic timing pattern there from DeVries to Dale. I'd like to see that happen 10 more times here.
They tried to get that on the last play, and they just went back, ran the same play. Now, we're unable to get the entire goalpost here, folks, so we'll tell you.
Here's the kick. It's up, and it is in. Now it's 7-0. The Wolverines lead it. We'll take a timeout back after this on KTAK.
When it comes to protecting what matters most, it makes sense to choose an insurance agent who lives in Fremont County. Your local Allstate agent, Bill Brown, knows the ins and outs of both owning and protecting your home. Call Bill today for a free quote at 856-6573.
Eric Pauley, Cody Beers, Brett Watson down on the sideline. Wolverines lead this one 7-0 on the Taco John's scoreboard, and well executed, dealt with some adversity penalty-wise there and put one in from 20-something yards out.
Well, your defense set it up, created the short field for the Wolverines, Eric, and Damon DeVries looked like a great leader, leads his team down and hits Blake Dale on that 22-yard touchdown pass. Nice timing pattern. They tried to run it a play before, this exact same play, but they had a holding penalty. They come right back, say, let's try it again. And Dale streaked across the middle, pulled it in, touchdown Wolverines.
About 11:43 to play here in the first half. 7-0 lead for the Wolverines. And it's a tight game, but a game that Riverton's winning. A squid kick here. And it'll be good field position for the Bison. That's fallen on nicely at the 30-yard line. And they just kind of toe punched that thing, didn't they?
Yeah, football tomorrow, Riverton-wise. The 7th graders, 8th graders go over to Thermopolis tomorrow morning. I believe the 8th graders play the first game, and then the 7th graders will play the second game. So a lot of football being played, and October 24th can't come soon enough, Eric.
Yeah.
Wyoming Cowboy football.
Looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. Bison moving right to left in those black and gold unis under center. Moon. Handoff right down the middle, stuffed by the front four of the Riverton Wolverines. And the biggins up front are performing well today, Cody, both sides of the football.
Yeah, Skylar Soul, Rylan Kane. We're talking big bodies. Isaiah Bement and Jared Lucas, the other lineman up front. Lucas moving to defensive end, replacing Broden Mathis tonight. And so far, so good. You don't get smaller throughout the game. You're still big, and a good job.
2nd and 10. Man in motion from right to left for the Bison. The handoff. Hatch, not much there. Got a flag, it looks like. And Hatch, pretty impressive strength there, Cody. He kept his feet moving.
That was
that Hatch?
Benjamin Camino.
Camino. That's the first carry for him. 2 there for Camino.
Yeah, chop block on Buffalo, so that's going to be I believe a 15-yarder.
Camino means stallion? Is that what Camino means?
El Camino, man.
Yeah,
we're
that means
talking
it's like
Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah. I think it's I-25 here in the background, Eric. God, what a venue this is. Beautiful high school here on the north edge of Buffalo.
It is a gorgeous school. Way up on the hill here.
So 10-yard penalty, first one after the chop block.
How many penalties on, is that the first on
It's actually a 15-yard penalty. Yeah, one penalty, 15 yards on Buffalo. So they adjust that, and it's Buffalo football.
Moon in the gun, fakes the handoff, throws right side. It is caught for a good chunk of yards at the 27-yard line. Reception made there by Anthony Peters.
Tackled by Kai Gergen. So yeah, they don't try to get it all at once.
Brings up third down. 3rd and 12 from the 28. Moon in the deep gun. 2 receivers to each side and hard counts.
We had Riverton or Buffalo moving on that and forced Riverton out of offsides.
Let's make sure.
A lot of finger pointing.
Yeah, I was going to say it's exactly a lot of finger pointing. One side of the officials pointing one way and one side pointing the other way.
The Buffalo kids have already moved back, and I think jumping on that play was Aiden O'Neill, 5'8", 190-pound junior.
Yep, you are correct.
So second penalty on Buffalo for 20 yards, Eric. And, you know, Wolverines getting a few breaks penalty-wise in this game and limiting their own penalties, which has been a problem over the last 2 games.
Backs him up again. It'll be 3rd and 17 from the 23. Trips near side, single far side. Here's the snap. Moon sends it left side and working to reverse the field here and having to go way around is going to be Bell. Bell's just skipping through tackles here, Cody. Man. And he's able to get across the original line of scrimmage for a gain of 5, but he might have gone 30 yards to get those 5. Good thing Riverton stayed active there because the arm tackling wasn't getting it done.
Damon DeVries comes up from his safety spot and makes that tackle. Wolverines hold. And that's good news for this beleaguered defense after the gauntlet of 3A.
Here's the kick. A punt. This is going to be a Peter call here. This is going to hit the 45 and roll across the 50-yard line, about the 48, and that's where Riverton will take over. Excellent field position.
About a 39-yard punt. So Wolverines again with excellent field position. We're getting some good reports on video. The quality of our video has improved as the sun went down, so appreciate that input.
I just about broke a light bulb on my head trying to get these things.
Yeah, I dropped this fluorescent bulb out on my head.
I was scared. I thought that was going to break.
I was scared too.
Dale in motion. They give it to Dale again. Get some blockers in front of him this time, and about a yard. I'm confused by this, Cody, unless they're setting up something else.
Well, I think they're trying to set the edge a little bit, but
about 2 yards on the fly.
Fairly easy to telegraph what's going on when they bring Dale in motion. He's getting the football.
So 2nd and 8. He did get positive yardage there. He's got 10 yards on 4 carries. 2 receivers near side, 1 inside the hash, 1 in between the hash and the numbers. DeVries handoff to Hyatt, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, but muscles for a yard after being hit. That's his 9th touch of the ball game. Let's check in. You can keep the camera where it's at here. I want to check in with Brett Watson down on the sideline. Brett, what are you seeing on that that sweep play that we're getting there from Dale? Well, we must not have Brett. Back to the action here. DeVries takes the snap, steps back, throws right, deep pass, looking for Lucas, and it is incomplete here on the near side sideline. Overthrown. And that brings up 4th and 6.
Not a whole lot of creativity there, but Wolverines need to keep stretching the field a little bit to keep this tough Buffalo defense honest.
4th and about 7 here. Johnson back to punt, full protect. Kane to snap, gets it back there. Johnson puts a foot to it. High punt. And this is going to hit at the 10-yard line and skips into the end zone. But about all you can ask for there. 7:57 remaining in the first half. 7-0 Riverton. And the touchback will give Buffalo the ball.
49-yard punt for Tanner Johnson. And he did everything that he could to get that ball in position to be downed inside the 10, Eric. But, man, kid has got an outstanding leg. It's fun to watch.
It is. 7:57. Now come the Bison. Under center, handoff to the deep back, and not much there. Staying on his feet, though.
Boy, he's strong.
He is. Was that Hatch or was that?
That was Hatch.
Yeah, that was Hatch. So he got 3 yards on it, and I mean, I hate to say this, but he did that all on his own. I mean, he got hit in the backfield.
Braden Vincent, Garrett Popkis in on that hit, and Hatch, he's just strong.
He's 6'2", 205. He's a big athlete. Handoff goes to Bell. Bell trying to make the corner, has to cut back, reverse the field. He gets caught from behind. He gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Great pursuit from the Riverton Wolverines.
That's Caleb Smith getting out there from his D tackle spot. Chris Tolpalm, also Hayden Brown in on that, along with Damon DeVries. So nice job by the Wolverine defense, swarming. That's what you got to see, and some we haven't really seen is seeing 3 and 4 guys on a ball carrier. Like to see him breaking down a little bit more, you know, looking at the waist, making that tackle, but
trips to the near side of the field. Moon in the gun, hard counts him. I think this one's on Riverton.
Riverton went for those hard counts last week, and now you're going to get 3rd and short. And that's 3 penalties now for 25 yards. Frustrating because you've always got to be watching that football.
This will bring a package change here for the Bison. Looks like they're bringing in the bigs here.
Yeah, higher match.
Yep. Power eye here, maybe. We'll see. Nope. We're just going to go with Hatch as the big back. Under center, Moon. Hands to him. Drops his shoulders and still turning his feet, but I don't think he got it.
Boy, great job by the Wolverine defense getting a push.
Excellent.
Braden Vincent on that play. Also Chris Topom.
Excellent penetration.
Wolverines now forced Buffalo to make a decision here. 4th and about a half a yard.
Looks like the punt team will come in.
Great job by the Wolverine defense. Wolverines 4 games to play. You got to think all 4 winnable. Put you in position for the playoffs.
Here's the punt, and it will bounce off of a Wolverine and reversing the field with it. And down at the 30-yard line for Riverton is Kai Gergen. That was dangerous there. Tried to catch it kind of outstretched to his side.
Got to think Gergen's got that athleticism to break one, Eric, and he's just got to catch it first and then run.
5:47, 7-0 Riverton.
Fast-moving game here at Moon Field.
It is. DeVries starts him out in the gun. 2 receivers near, and then he's got Lucas in there at that tight end fullback position. DeVries throwing to his left and was intended for Engel. And either, from our angle, hard to tell, either overthrown or behind him, one of the two, but Engel didn't even try for it. Could be he wasn't expecting the football and it was right on the money. I don't know.
Yeah, Tanner Johnson, Lucas Engel kind of in the same place. I wonder maybe if there was somebody running maybe a wrong cut or something, but
ended up flooded a bit there.
Yeah.
Spread under center is DeVries. Takes the snap, handoff Hyatt. And Hyatt's picks up a couple. Nothing fancy.
Gang tackle by the inside of that Bison defense. Keegan Money on that tackle.
Cody, something just became I don't know, way apparent to me. Look at the size of this crowd. This is the biggest crowd we've seen at a football game this year.
Yeah, they're not limiting fans here. They had signs down front that said, try to maintain social distancing.
This place is full. The atmosphere is different. Here's the snap. DeVries rolling back on third down, throws to Lucas, caught at the 38-yard line, and he's spun out at about the 40. He'll be short. And now decision time for, look at the spot. They might have gave it to him.
A tough spot on that side of the field. Looks short, but on this side looks like he may have gotten it.
I thought he was short.
Like to see Jared Lucas getting some touches. We're going to get a Wind River Radio Network zoom in play as they're going to.
Cody's tired of me telling him to zoom in when there's a measurement.
We'll see if we can see the sticks. They got to come all the way across. This referee squad, Eric from Powell, Mike Showalter, the white hat tonight. We can see the football, but sorry. It's going to be short by an inch. Wolverines going to go for it.
You're obligated here. They're still measuring, aren't they?
Boy, it's maybe an inch.
Okay.
I think you come out silent count.
Yeah,
Damon DeVries.
I agree.
You're
obligated one of two things here. You're either, like you said, silent count, or you're hard counting them.
Yeah, you got Ryland Kane, biggest center in the state in Class 3A, and I think you run right off of him.
Yep. This is you challenge your offensive line here and say, if you can't give me a couple inches, you know what I mean? You challenge these kids. They're going to come through here.
We know where the beef is.
2 receivers right, 2 left. DeVries takes it himself. He got it. And again, you're right, Cody. Went right between guard and center, left side.
I like to see this. Hiram Hatch in there, but it's hard. It's hard for a team to beat beef, and the Wolverines have that beef. Good to see it. I like to see that smash mouth stuff.
Single receiver near side, too far. They'll push Lucas out. Here's the fake from DeVries. Throws, looking for Lucas. Oh, it was just about picked off. I mean, just a fingertip away. That was a good, I like that play. They should run that again. If they hit Lucas in stride there, he's gone. He's gone.
That ball was thrown so hard, I couldn't keep up with it. But
it's like they bring Lucas in motion just about every play, don't they?
Well, I like to see him going in motion, but you gotta limit those Z reverses a little.
Oh, snap goes over DeVries' head. He's going to pick it up and try to run with it. Reverses the field, gets a block, and then dives forward. And he loses 12 yards or so here on the play. And that time, Kane was back there to go back and block. I mean, he was the only one that knew the snap was off a little bit there, so he got back, tried to block for him. So credit to Ryland there for not giving up on the play, but that'll hurt. That puts him back third and very long here.
Looked like DeVries wasn't ready for that snap.
I agree. It was either an early snap or something like that, but the snap was right at his hands. DeVries stepping up, throwing deep, fires this one, looking for Lucas on the sideline, incomplete. And frankly, really good defense provided by Anthony Peters there against a much larger Jared Lucas. And that'll bring up 4th down for Riverton. But I tell you, that was a good throw.
Oh, he threw that ball nearly 50 yards in the air. Damon DeVries wasn't able to play baseball this last summer, but he's definitely got the arm to run this stretch him out Wolverine offense.
All right, where's Brett at? Brett, can you hear me? You got me? All right, let's check in with Brett down here on the sideline as we get ready for this punt. Wolverines coming up just a bit short there. A couple of long passes and some incompletions.
Well, that last play, I was just texting you. They had Hutch down the middle. He was completely uncovered. So I don't know if he was a second read, but he was waving his arms running down the middle, and it looked like it would have been a TD. But you know how it is in the action of a game. You don't see you don't see this open guys sometimes. So back to you guys.
42-yard punt for Tanner Johnson, and nice job flipping the field for the Wolverine defense.
It's seriously, he's flat out impressive. I know I keep harping on it, but that's an incredible job he does for the special teams unit. Here's a pitch, right side, and that's the first time we've seen that. That was just a sweep there. Turned and pitched it and got about 5 or 6 yards off of the toss, and ball carried there by Camaro. It was a Camaro. Camino. I got messed up there. Camino brings up 2nd and 4.
He's Bison, the Bison equivalent of El Camino. I like it.
Single receiver out to each side. I formation handoff is Hatch, and Hatch muscles through for a first down. Gain of 6 yards on 2nd down. First down, Bison.
That time they went on a quick count, and Wolverines just unable to slow them down. So that may be the first down of the game for the Bison.
He's, if they can get him to the line of scrimmage, he's a 3-yard carry back. Moon throws right side, and it is incomplete. And that was close to being PI over there on the far side. But the ball was overthrown.
Nice pass break up there for Kai Gergen, and you know, I like a defensive back that's always operating on the edge, because he did a nice job breaking that up. May have made some body contact, you know, but
making a play on the ball.
Hey.
But back to Hatch. If they can get him out of the backfield with a head of steam, it's going to take 2-3 guys to take him down. He's just that big. A hard count Riverton again, and it looked like the right tackle might have moved first, Cody.
Yeah, it was Isaiah Bemmett jumping off, but it could have been on Buffalo.
Yep.
And it was. 3rd penalty for 25 yards on the Bison. 3 for 25 on Riverton. And that's a distinct improvement for the Wolverines in this game.
7-0 Riverton. 2:54 to play in the first half. Offset formation in the gun. Fake the handoff. Moon throws, caught, and close to first down yardage there. It was Calvin Rule, 6'2", 200-pound senior. Takes it from the 35 to the 49.
Nathan Hutchison on that tackle for the Wolverines.
Third and short, handoff, and carrying the pile on the quick handoff was that Camino?
It was. Hatch back in the game.
That was
tackle, but
that was Camino. Yep. So that's his 3rd touch. Moon rolling out, looking to pass. He stutter steps to the 50 and then just makes it to the sideline. That's good coverage from the secondary there of the Riverton Wolverines.
Caden Gantenbein forced him out of bounds, but
well, he slowed down so much there, I thought it was a fake. I thought somebody else had the football.
Yeah, he literally had all day, but it was great coverage, as you said. This is a big defensive stand by the Wolverines. 2:05 to go first half.
2 receivers near, single far. Offset. Here's the shotgun snap. Moon fires it right side, and it is overthrown on 2nd down, incomplete.
7-0 ball game, Eric. This is a whole lot different than we've been experiencing over the past 3 weeks, where there's been lots and lots and lots of touchdowns, and most of them on Riverton.
2 receivers near side, one on the hash, one on the numbers. Single way out there on the sideline. Shotgun snap. Moon looking to throw the whole way, fires it, and it is incomplete or caught. They're going to say it was caught. Pulling it up off the carpet there is Blake Bell, and he will be about 2 yards short of the first down. Timeout taken. We go with them. Back after this. This is Wolverines football on KTAK, streaming live at WyoToday.com.
Proud Sponsor of Riverton Wolverines football. For over 50 years, Bailey's has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service and to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey, go Wolverines.
Eric Polly, Cody Beers, Brett Watson down on the sideline. 1:49 to play here in the first half. Riverton leads it 7-0. The Bison on the move, though, Cody. This is as close as they've sniffed the red zone so far.
Well, here's a big one here. 4th down. Wolverine defense. Look for Hiram Hatch.
Yep, 4th down. They're going to stack the box here. Look at this. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys inside there. Moon hard counts them. Hard counts them again. Hard counts again, then he'll step back here and they'll take another timeout. That was obligatory there.
Nice job by the Wolverine defense.
Yep. Disciplined job. We'll keep it right here. So the Wolverines lead this one 7-0. Cody, you got any scores for us from around the state?
Yeah, we'll get this refreshed here. In Class 4A, Cheyenne East 48, Cheyenne South nothing in the 3rd. 4th quarter, Rock Springs looking to go on another win streak, 22-8 over Laramie. Thunder Basin 28, Kelly Walsh 6th. Number 1 Cheyenne Central 7, Campbell County 0, and it's Natrona 7-3 over Sheridan in the 1st. Final score: Powell beats Star Valley 28-6. That was number 3 and number 4. Number 1 Jackson 35, Green River 17. First quarter score: Cody 14, Evanston 0. Lander and Douglas underway at Douglas. And this game, Riverton 7, Buffalo 0. And 4th down.
Yep, 4th down. 2 near, single far. In the gun, Moon takes it, handoff, throwing, and then it is knocked down, incomplete. It'll be Wolverines football.
Pass intended for Calvin Rule.
I tell you, there was a huge hole on the right side there. The handoff fake to Hatch might have gone. Good stand, good stand.
DeVries, yeah, DeVries on that pass breakup. Now you think the Wolverines think they got to go down and score some more, and that's a good mentality here.
We were talking about this on the drive up here, Cody. I got one request for Coach And. I haven't seen a gadget yet. I want to see a gadget. Haven't seen one this year. 1st and 10. Single receiver near side is Dale. Lucas and Engel out there to the far side with Hutchinson. And the handoff goes to Hyatt, and Hyatt powering forward here. Offensive line gets behind him, and he'll pick up 5 yards on the 1st down carry. Nice run.
Hiram Hatch leading the way for Buffalo. 7 tackles. Of course, there's about 7 or 8 guys on Hyatt. Good gain.
Engel to the far side of the field. Patterson inside of him. And then Jared Lucas near side with Dale next to him. Shotgun snap. DeVries steps back, steps forward, looking to run now. And he squeezes through for a couple. Got caught from behind. Gain of 2 on the play. Still has negative net yardage on the day.
Marco Glasick on that tackle. And
timeout taken by Riverton. We go with them. This is Wolverines football on KTAK, streaming live at WyoToday.com.
Papa Murphy's is proud to sponsor this week's Player of the Game. For a limited time, enjoy a Papa Murphy's barbecue chicken pizza made with KC Masterpiece barbecue sauce. After the game or anytime, you can't beat the fresh ingredients and authentic flavor of a Papa Murphy's Take and Bake pizza. And you know it's baked right every time because you baked it yourself. Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton. Drop in or order online at papamurphys.com. Go Wolverines!
Welcome back, folks.
I think it's his turn in the back.
Welcome back to Wolverines football on KTAK. Eric Polly, Cody Beers, and Brett Watson down on the sideline.
Beautiful moon over Moon Field, Eric. You got to say it.
I need a Captain Obvious sounder here. Here's the throw from DeVries. Wings it left side, caught by Engel in between the hash and the numbers. He'll carry the pile here, still on his feet at the 40-yard line. And a gain of 15 yards for Ingle, maybe a little bit more, 16 yards on the play. First down, Riverton.
Boy, and you like to see Ingle getting his fourth, I think that's his fifth target in the first half.
Clock ticked inside of 50 seconds here. It's the 2-minute drill. DeVries steps back, looking to throw, fires, looking at Dale, caught in the middle of the field, and he is spun down at the 15-yard line. First down, Riverton again.
Blake Dale was wide open on that play.
Gain of 25. And now 2 receivers near side, 2 to the far. DeVries takes a snap, pumps, steps through. He's going to run with it. Takes it across the 15 down to about the 13-yard line. And the clock now at 32 seconds. Timeout taken. Gain of 3 on the play. Back after this on KTAK.
For young people, but for some students, it can be emotionally trying. Did you know that nearly 22% of Fremont County students in grades 8 through 12 answered yes when asked if they had ever seriously considered suicide in the past year? If you or someone you know is at risk for suicide, please contact the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-8255. That's 1-800-273-8255. Paid for by Fremont County Prevention Program.
Welcome back to Wolverines football on KTAK, wildtoday.com. 2nd and 6. And 32 seconds remaining here. Wolverines lead at 7-0. They're looking to punch in another one here.
You know, it's fun when a team's got a lead. You can have some fun up here, Eric, right?
It is. You know, our scoreboard camera doesn't reflect this, but this is the brightest scoreboard in the state.
Oh, it's a
by
beautiful.
far. I love it. I love it.
Wyoming legendary coach's Joe Tiller's name on this scoreboard.
Wolverines moving left to right here on your radio dial. 32 seconds. And DeVries in the gun. 2nd and 7. Ball spotted at the 14-yard line. DeVries steps up, throws over the middle, incomplete. Looking for Tanner Johnson in the back of the end zone. Down to 27 seconds now.
Wolverines scored the only score of this game on a DeVries to Dale 22-yard touchdown pass early in this quarter.
Maybe throw to the corner here to Ingle. I don't know. Under center, DeVries steps back, looks left, throws left. Here's Ingle in the corner, and it is incomplete. Boy, that was well defended there. You know, it was a great throw by DeVries, and it was a great throw by DeVries, but Ingle could go up way higher to get that thing.
Yeah, if he could have gotten it just a little bit higher, that Michael Einott with the pass breakup, and that gave Buffalo some hope here. Tanner Johnson going to line up here for a, looks like 29-yard field goal.
Yep. So DeVries to hold, Kane to snap, and a penalty. He's coming through to try to block the thing.
Keegan Money
for
Buffalo got through early. Fourth penalty now for 30 yards on the Bison.
So now this makes it a, let's see here, 24-yarder?
Yeah.
Yep, 24-yarder.
Chip shot.
Ball is in between the hashes here, but it's a little bit to the right. Snap, the hold, the kick is good. And Riverton puts 3 more on the board, makes it 10-0 with exactly 20 seconds left to play in this one. We'll take a timeout back after this on KTAK. Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288. 20 seconds left to play in the first half. Wolverines with a 10-0 lead. And the pace of this game fits Wolverine. I mean, they've set the pace in this game, Cody, and that's something we haven't seen since that Evanston ball game.
And it's been about the Wolverine defense tonight, Eric. Outstanding play. Chris Topom, the rest of this Wolverine defensive line so far holding Hiram Hatch in check.
And 10-0, 20 seconds on the clock. Tanner Johnson teeing it up. The wind does appear to have died down quite a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's plumb calm now, I think.
Yeah.
Beautiful night in Buffalo, Wyoming. Home of Sugar Flongmire.
I was waiting for that.
It's fun to say, man.
It is, isn't it?
Busy Bee Cafe, we drove by.
Yeah.
On the way into town.
Occidental.
Yeah.
Here's the kick from Johnson. And punched it. It will be fielded at the 8-yard line. And with some speed is Anthony Peters out across the 40-yard line to the 42 with 13 seconds left on the clock.
Kai Gergen on the tackle, so that one made you cringe a little bit because he had some speed going through there.
Yeah, he does. He's 5'6", $135, but he was flying.
Little prevent defense, maybe.
1st and 10. Trips to the far side of the field. Single near. Shotgun snap to Moon. He's going to step up into the pocket. He had no time. Throws on the run, and this is tipped and incomplete with 6 seconds left on the clock. Great edge rush from Riverton there.
Yeah, second pass breakup by Damon DeVries in this ball game, and yeah, Wolverines doing a nice job defensively in this one.
Now, this could be the last play here if they're going to. This is probably the last play here. 2nd and long with 6 seconds left in the first half. Under center is Moon, and it's a pitch. Left side. And that might be enough for a first down. 10 yards on the play, but time runs out. Was that Camino on the carry?
I believe so. Yeah. Caleb Smith on the tackle. So we're going to go down to Brett Watson for the halftime interview with Coach Troy Anderson.
We'll check in here with Brett once he gets a. Well, Brett, did you know there was a moon behind you, Brett?
Yeah, I keep looking for it, but I was looking in different places. But anyway, catch Troy here. Coach, I want you to leave your mask off so we can see your smile. You've got to be much happier with that half of football.
I am. It's a dogfight, though, man. I mean, this is what I expected to see when we come up here as a dogfight. I'm really pleasantly surprised and happy with what we got on the scoreboard right now. We got another 24 minutes, and I think we'll go to work.
So what do you tell your kids at halftime this week? You got a lead. I mean, It's been a while.
Yeah, we're going to go talk a little bit. We're going to stay down here. We're not walking up that big-ass hill. And we're going to get after it. We're going to try to put some more on the board.
All right.
Thanks,
Good
luck.
Back to you guys.
All right. Hey, thanks, Brett. We'll take a timeout. Wolverines lead this one 10-0 on the Taco John scoreboard. Back after this on KTAK, streaming live at wyotoday.com.
We are building a stronger, safer CWC. Your health is our top priority. If you're coming to the CWC campus, please wear a mask and go online and fill out the daily wellness screening form at healthy.cwc.edu. Wear a mask when you arrive on campus. Find a health screening station in the Health Science Building or the Arts Center Theater. Check your temperature and you're on your way. Again, to fill out the daily wellness form, go to healthy.cwc.edu and we'll see you on campus.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County's school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
Hunting season is here, and that means the Wind River Radio Network and WyoToday.com's Big Bull Contest is back. All you have to do is have a valid elk tag for this year and live in Fremont, Hot Springs, or Washakie County, and you're in. Starting October 1st, bring your legally harvested bull to the Wind River Radio Network's office at 603 East Pershing. Our team will measure it, and then you're in the running for the biggest bull. There's men's, women's, and children's divisions with thousands of dollars in prizes. For more information, visit WyoToday.com.
Former University of Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen is worthy of Wyoming.
23 plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, kind of went through a progression. I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places, and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here, given our wide range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.
Field halftime score here as we just got a text in from Brett Watson saying Troy Anderson was beaming. Well, that's because the Wolverines are up 10-0. A 22-yard pass from Damon DeVries to Blake Dale got things going at the 11:43 mark of the second quarter. It was a Johnson PAT. It was 7-0. And then with 20 seconds remaining in the first half, a 24-yard field goal by Johnson gives Riverton a 10-0 lead. And outstanding first half for these Wolverines. We do have some scoring updates in Class 4A. Cheyenne East 55, Cheyenne South 8 in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter score, Rock Springs 29, Laramie 15. In the third quarter, number 2 Thunder Basin 28, Kelly Walsh 13. At the half, number 1 Cheyenne Central in a dogfight up in Gillette tonight, Eric, 7-6. Halftime score over Campbell County. Stay tuned for that one. Halftime score, Natrona 7, number 4 Sheridan 3. In Class 3A, final score in, number 3 Powell 28, number 4 Star Valley 6. That one's final. Third quarter score, Jackson 35, Green River 17. That Jackson rushing game getting things going against Green River. In progress, we don't have a score here. Worland at Rollins. First quarter score, nothing new in this one. Cody 14, Evanston 0. Lander at number 5 Douglas, still no score there. If somebody has that score and could text it to us, that would be wonderful. And Riverton at Buffalo, it's 10-0 Riverton. 2A final score, upset here is Lovell 29, number 3 Big Piney 8. 2A's pretty crazy this year. Number 5 Lyman 41, Kemmer 0. Cokeville 31, Thermopolis 6. That one's final. Halftime score, number 1 Mountain View 14, Pinedale 6. Halftime Glenrock 22-0 over Newcastle. Second quarter score, number 4 Upton Sundance 18, Tongue River 0. Fourth quarter score, Bighorn 14, number 2 Torrington 7. That one happening, I believe, over here at Bighorn tonight. Second quarter score, Wheatland 16, Burns 0. 1A 9-man, Riverside 14, Wind River 6. That one's final. Southeast 50, Moorcroft 8. It's Saratoga at the half, 38, Lingle Fort Laramie 23 in a shootout. Halftime score, number 3 Lusk 22, Wright 7. Final score today, Burlington 44, number 5 DuBois 12, and number 1 Farson Eden 47, number 2 KC 13.
All right, we'll take a short time out. We'll come back and take a look at our stat line in this one. We have an extended halftime here, folks, for homecoming here in Buffalo. So we're going to take a long break here. Back after this here on KTAK, WyoToday.com.
Gales Carpet One is a proud sponsor of this Riverton Wolverines broadcast. Lombardi once said, "The only place success comes before work is in the dictionary." Gales wants to applaud these young athletes on their drive to become the best team possible and show the state of Wyoming what it means to be a Wolverine. Gales Carpet One, floor and home, 220 East Main in Riverton. Go Big Red!
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Drive now, text later.
Create your own sunshine.
Buckle up, tough guy. I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand. Seatbelts keep you hanging in there.
Don't leave your life on the road.
Don't regret the past, just learn from it.
Superheroes, buckle up.
It's better to buckle up than sorry. You are enough.
Don't leave your life on the road.
This is Cody Beers with YDOT. Wherever you are, wherever you're going, buckle up. Take care of each other on our highways, on the Wind River Reservation, and everywhere else.
Brown Sugar Coffee Roastery is proud to sponsor youth sports for the best in fresh roasted coffee, breakfast, lunch, and dinner on the weekends. You'll enjoy the best locally sourced food at Brown Sugar Coffee, 203 Main Street in Riverton.
Here's an important update from Wind River Family and Community Health Care. They are continuing to see patients during this trying time. If you have a cough, shortness of breath, and a fever, call 307-855-2966 or 307-857-9489 before coming to the clinic. A nurse will triage you over the phone. They will ask questions regarding symptoms and recent travel. You can also reach Wind River Family and Community Health Care by calling 856-9281.
Lehman Studios is a proud supporter of Fremont County Athletics. Lehman Studios offers sports cards, mugs, statuettes, plus several photo package options. Visit us today at 210 West Main in Riverton. Lehman Studios, 856-3941.
Welcome back, folks. It's the premier Bone and Joint halftime show on KTAK, streaming live on WyoToday.com. Eric Pauly, Cody Beers, Brett Watson with you. As I got to say, a very impressive performance here from the Buffalo Bison marching band. I mean, they're pretty awesome. It's awesome. Doing a great job.
Trying to remember his last name, Eric, but he had a big impact on my son Baylor's life, and he's the band director here at Buffalo High School. Jason, I'm trying to think of his name. If somebody remembers that, let's recognize him. But they do an outstanding job here with the Bison marching band.
It's been great. Let's take a look here at your stat line in this one. We'll start with the Bison, and let's take a look here. So Hatch has 12 yards on 6 carries net. Camino leading with 24 yards on 4 carries. And then Moon has been sacked twice for a negative 27 yards. And then we have Wonka with 6, and then 22 is Bell. He's got a single carry for 6 yards. Net yardage for them is 21 yards rushing in the first half. And then Moon, through the air, is 4 of 8 for 34 yards. Receptions by Peters. Bell has 2, and then Rule with a 14-yard long reception. Total offensive output, I've got them at 55 yards. And then they do have some return yardage. I think I had them about 45 yards return. On the flip side here for the Riverton Wolverines, it's 31 yards on 11 carries for Trayton Hyatt, and then negative 2 yards for DeVries because he got sacked for 12 yards on that snap that either he wasn't ready for. Something happened there, but negative 2 yards net for him. And then Dale has 10 yards on 4 carries. A total of 39 yards net rushing for the Wolverines in the first half. And then DeVries, 7 of 16 for a $119 and a touchdown in the first half. And then just a few return yards for Riverton. Total offensive output of 158 yards in the first half. Single digits in return is what I had them at. And 150 yards total offense for the Riverton Wolverines. We'll take another timeout, and we'll come back, either take a look at some defensive stats. Or
we got a scoring update in, Eric, courtesy of St. Stephen's football coach Billy Brost. Halftime score, get this, Lander 10, Douglas 6 at the half.
Really?
Wow.
Lander 10, Douglas 6, huh?
Yeah.
3A football is weird.
I think is he playing tonight for Lander? All-American?
We'll take a timeout here back after this. We'll take a 2-minute break here. Again, extended halftime show, folks. Extended halftime show due to homecoming here in Buffalo.
What's it like to kill someone?
Emptiness.
Painful. It doesn't seem real.
There was no intent. It was never supposed to happen.
You don't go out to kill someone.
I keep seeing her head coming through the windshield.
I'm so very sorry.
There's nothing I can do to make it better.
Please, don't drink and drive.
It doesn't change the fact that I'm a killer.
This is Cody Beers with YDOT. A killer is a killer. Never, ever drink and drive.
Howdy, partners out there in 10 County land. This is Gary Michaud from the WRTA bus line. We are looking forward to reconnecting with all our riders and friends once it is safe for the WRTA to operate. In the meantime, the WRTA would like to graciously thank all those who are keeping our county running, especially the healthcare workers. On behalf of Share a Ride and the WRTA, we can't wait to see all your healthy faces when Big Blue reopens. So don't drink and drive, wear your seatbelt, and keep all four wheels on the road.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Ballard, Dr. Hinkle, and Dr. Frazier offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
Porter's Mountain View Supply is proud to support local high school sports teams for home heating, outdoor grilling, and barbecue, along with the best in spas and hot tubs. See Porter's Mountain View Supply, your locally owned dealer, for top brands like Hearthstone, Quadrafire, and Blaze King stoves, Weber, Big Green Egg, and Green Mountain grills, Free Flow and Sundance spas, along with service after the sale. Call Porter's Mountain View Supply in Riverton at 856-6993. Porter's.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit nreca.org. Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at Du Bois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Welcome back to Moon Field in Buffalo. Jason Bennett is the Buffalo band instructor, and we appreciate Mary Axtelm always listening, and we appreciate you, Mary, as you called in and helped me out as I had a little brain cramp there. And incidentally, Mary's niece and nephew are both in the Buffalo band. Defensive stats-wise, for the Buffalo Bison, first half, Hiram Hatch, as we said, had a tackle for loss. He had 5 tackles in the first, or 6 tackles in the first half. Camino with 5 tackles. It was Rule with 4 tackles, and Scovard had 7 first-half tackles for this Bison defense. They were on the field a long time, Eric, and for the Riverton Wolverines, Kai Gergen, outstanding first half. He had 3 unassisted tackles and a pass breakup. Damon DeRees with a pair of tackles and 2 pass breakups. It was Caden Gantenbein in on 4 tackles in the first half. Chris Stopom had a sack, had 4 tackles in the first half, and Isaiah Bemmett crowded for a sack in the first half. So excellent defense by Riverton, holding this team to 3 and outs. That was big. They're going to see more of Hiram Hatch in the second half as the big tailback. Probably going to see another 10-15 carries, and the Wolverines will need their defense if they're to win their second game of the year. So, good first half, good things to go on. The Buffalo royalty being announced here as it's homecoming. It seems like everywhere we go, it's homecoming.
Yep.
Every week, it's homecoming.
Seems that way.
And it's always homecoming against the Wolverines. Must be a great place to live in Riverton. That's the only thing I can figure.
Let's see. Where's? Oh, okay. Should we check in on some scores, Cody? I don't know if you got them pulled up here. I think I had them open here.
We just gave them, but
did we?
Let's look at 3A scores. Number 1 Jackson now up 39-17 on Green River. Final score, number 3 Powell gets back on the winning side, 28-6 over Star Valley. Star Valley, they could finish down there about 3, and so there's always a chance looking ahead 4 or 5 weeks where Riverton could host a playoff game potentially if they can win out here and finish as the number 2 seed out of the East. They could see Star Valley coming into Wolverine Field. They could see, somebody like Douglas coming in. I guess not Douglas, but, somebody on that side. And the surprise score of the first half in Class 3A, Lander 10, number 5 Douglas 6. And that game is being played in Bearcat Stadium in Converse County tonight. Of course, right here, Riverton up 10-0 on Buffalo. All the scoring for Riverton occurred in the second quarter. 22-yard touchdown pass from Damon DeVries to Blake Dale. 11:43 to go in the second quarter. Johnson PAT made it 7-0, and then Johnson comes on. Outstanding weapon for the Riverton Wolverines, kicking and punting. 24-yard field goal with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Halftime score, Riverton 10 and Buffalo 0.
Cody, some breaking news for the University of Wyoming. You just hate to see this. 11, this is as reported by Cody over at 7220sports.com. 11 cases of COVID-19 and confirmed cases of COVID-19 and close contacts among the University of Wyoming's freshman football players has prompted the university to take action to limit the spread of the virus in that group of students, employees, and the community. 31 freshman players will not engage in any athletic activities, but I don't have any idea thus far if that's. I don't know what's going on. Are the freshmen then not practicing with? Are they maybe separating the red shirts from the rest of the? You know what I mean? I don't understand how it's only freshmen.
Sound like the true freshmen on the team. Usually they would talk about redshirt freshmen, but that's an unfortunate development down in Laramie. But Albany County has been the huge spike in COVID cases, and you'd expect that as the young people come from all over Wyoming and other states to the University of Wyoming to go to college and participate in things. And I got some news tonight about COVID-19 case in Laramie, and so we've again got to do the right things, and don't want to get into talking politics here, but really it is about social distancing. It is about wearing masks. It's about taking care of each other so that we can stay in college, so that we can stay in school, we can keep playing football.
That's what I just want to keep playing football. I just want to keep playing football.
Yeah, I mean, and it's about doing the right thing out there, and unfortunately, they are seeing big spikes in Albany County and other
just universities
towns.
In general. Yeah, universities in general. It's not anything Laramie's doing differently than anybody else, but that just came across there. I saw that on Twitter while we were taking a break here. We'll take another short break here. We'll come back and check in with our sideline reporter, Brett Watson, back after this 30-second timeout on KTAK.
Almost 40,000 people were killed in motor vehicle crashes in 2017. 47% of those were not wearing seatbelts. In 2017 alone, seatbelts saved an estimated 15,000 people. Would you and your friends be in the surviving statistic? Not buckled up? Not cool. The law requires that all drivers and their passengers wear safety belts while vehicles are moving. Every trip, every time. Buckle up. Brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
Long have our ancestors debated taco or quesadilla. Now, Taco John's has finally found the answer. Both. Introducing the Chicken Quesadilla Taco. A taco made with a cheesy quesadilla shell filled with grilled all-white meat chicken and chipotle sauce. And now you can get 2 of them for just $5. History and tacos made. Taco John's. Crunching. Bigger, bolder, better.
Folks, check it in here once again with sideline reporter Brett Watson with us. Guess where? On the sideline. Brett, I saw you talking over, it looked like talking to some of the coaching staff over there. What's the mood like there?
I was giving a couple of the stats you guys passed down that you guys gave at halftime, and as you expect, a lot of smiles over here. The kids look relaxed. They look happy. It's something we haven't seen, since the Evanston game, really. But I think they're relaxed. Even before the game, I noticed even the coaches seemed pretty relaxed. So I expect some fireworks in the second half.
Well, here's a question for you
guys.
Here's a question for you, Brett. What if you're Buffalo? Okay, if you're Buffalo, what changes do you make to move the football against Riverton?
I go to the outside, Eric. That middle, other than the Hatch kid, he's hit at the line of scrimmage, and like you said, he's just dragging kids 3 yards. That middle is being plugged up, and these kids are going to get worn out. There's a substantial size difference, so I think I would hit a little more passes and do some more outside stuff. Right. All right. Hey, thanks, Brett. We'll check back in with you later here. That's I'm with Brett there. Halftime adjustments, obviously, offensively for Riverton. We could talk about that, but let's see what they have to adjust to defensively. An onside kick to start things off. Riverton's got a shot at it. They swat it, and then it's covered up there. Interesting play there. I'm not sure who swatted that thing, Cody. Did you see?
Yeah, it was Kai Gergen swatting that ball, and if you're able to swat it, why not just grab it out of the air?
Well, he must not have been able to get to the thing, but he swatted it forward, and they just about recovered that.
Man, I had goosebumps on that play. That would have been huge. That was a great call by the special teams coach.
Good kick, too. Good kick.
It was. Tanner Johnson.
Oh, it's Buffalo football. Moon under center. Takes a snap, pitches right side, bobbled, and Hatch breaks up field, and he gets across to the 40-yard line. He's going to go, Cody. He's out across the 20 to the 10. Touchdown, Bison. Wow. He got a block right here at about the 45-yard line, and that is a 62-yard touchdown rumble for Hatch. Wow.
Boy, and Brett Watson called that one, get on the outside and go, and that's what happened. He broke it up. Looked like somebody got knocked out of the play on that, but wow, what a statement there by Hiram Hatch.
So he just ran for more yards than they had in the first half, rushing or passing, total offense. 62 yards on the play, and they will line up for the PAT here. It's 10-6 now, 11:48 to play in the third quarter, and as good of a first half as that was for Riverton, it's a tight ball game. Here's the kick. And it is blocked. They got in there on that, and, I think the ball went somewhere you don't want it to go there. We'll take a timeout. Man down. We'll take a timeout back after this here on KTAK.
Lander Medical Clinic presents the fastest flu shot in the West, the Drive-Thru Flu Clinic. Every Wednesday and Saturday in October, you can drive in, roll up your sleeve, and get a flu shot without ever leaving your car. Drive-through hours are Wednesday 4 to 6 and Saturdays from 9 until 1. Drive-through in your car, your motorcycle, your bike, unicycle, skateboard, even your horse. Remember, Wednesday 4 to 6 and Saturdays from 9 until 1. The Drive-Through Flu Clinic at Lander Medical Clinic.
Eric Pauly, Cody Beers back with you here in the press box. Brett Watson down on the sideline. It's 10-6 on the Taco John's scoreboard after that 62-yard touchdown run. And he broke a tackle in the secondary, and you're going to have to hit him low and hold on if Hatch gets into the secondary, because he's going to have close to 60 pounds on those defensive backs.
He's got some decent speed, too, and Caleb Smith gets a big block of a PAT by Xander Hewlett. So just like that, Riverton gets the ball back.
We'll line up to kick it off here. Here's the foot to it. Good kick. Fielded at the 8-yard line by Gergen. Brings it back across the 15 Far side of the field to the 20, up the numbers, and flags fly at about the 20-yard line. Decent return, but I think this is probably coming back.
That Buffalo tackle by Jackson Moon. And, yeah, not a good start to this second half for the Wolverines. Only 3 plays in, 2 special teams plays, and a long run by Hiram Hatch. And a block in the back on Riverton. So 4 penalties now for 35 yards on the Wolverines. 4 for 30 on Buffalo.
I tell you, you guys were talking about the moon out there. Mars is highly visible right now out there. We'll have to use the zoom, Cody.
All right, we'll do it.
All right. Shotgun snap on the way here for DeVries. Man in motion. They give to him. And this is Dale. Takes it across the 15 and down at about the 17-yard line. This might be a loss, Cody.
Hiram Hatch.
Is that same play?
Yep. That's 5 times they've run that play this game.
All right, before we forget, Brett, I know you you hear me? Yeah, he can hear me. Okay. We got to ask about that play in the postgame, okay? 2nd and 10. Man in motion, right to left here, or left to right here is Lucas. DeVries with a quick hitter over to Dale, bobbled, and then he gets planted. The ball pops out, and they're going to say it is incomplete. Incomplete. And, whew, that was scary there.
I don't know what Coach Rob Hammond said to the Bison at halftime, but they got a chip on their shoulder as this second half starts.
3rd and 10. Ball at the 18-yard line.
Good old-fashioned chewing, I'm guessing.
Too near, too far, and DeVries under center. Deep back here is Hyatt. He drops back, he's looking to throw, steps up, throws right side, and it is incomplete. He hit Hutchinson in stride. It was a fantastic throw, hit him in the hands, and I think Hutch might have just heard some footsteps there, Cody. What do you think?
Yeah, I think a big hit was on the way, and well, that's part of putting your body out there. And that time, Riverton comes up short, so being deep in his own territory, Tanner Johnson.
Back deep to receive this thing is Anthony Peters. He's got wheels, folks. He's sitting at the 45-yard line of Buffalo. Tanner Johnson back here to put the foot to it. And this is going to be a short punt, very short punt. This one's coming backwards. Riverton needs to jump on this thing. And it is going to give Buffalo the football at the 31-yard line. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
So 1st and 10 from the 31.
10-6 ball game. 1 play in this half for Buffalo. 62-yard touchdown run by Hiram Hatch.
Folks, if you're just joining us, there is a slight glare because we're shooting through glass here. That's what you're seeing. 1st and 10, Moon under center. They pitch to Hatch. Hatch looking for that edge. And he will get inside the 30-yard line, about a 5-yard gain. And again, Hatch is, I don't know how it comes through on video, but Hiram Hatch is 6 foot 205. He's a big kid. Go ahead.
Isaiah Bemmett and Nathan Hutchison got out there that time. That was exactly the same play that 62-yard touchdown was scored on.
.24, 10-6 lead for the Wolverines in the third quarter on the Taco John scoreboard. Man in motion from right to left. They fake the handoff and they give it to Hatch right down the middle. Nothing fancy. Still on his feet. Takes it down to the 15-yard line. And it's an 11-yard gain on 2nd down. And the Bison have made an adjustment here on the running game.
And Nathan Hutchison had to make that tackle along with Hayden Brown. Buffalo moving the ball. Riverton on their heels here in the third quarter.
10:07 on the Taco John scoreboard. Moon under center. Takes a snap, pitch right side to Hatch. Gets some blockers in front of him, and he gets met at about the 13-yard line. So he picks up about 3 yards. And he's delivering the hit right now.
Yeah, good hit there. Caleb Smith met him in the hole, and It's mono a mono, 200 versus 285.
You're going to feel that, both sides. 2nd and 7. And they've got some confusion here, who's on what side. Moon has him under center. Hatch, the deep back, man in motion right to left, is the handoff, and skating to the outside here is Bell. Bell makes the corner, cuts up field, flag flies, and it could be a touchdown here if this stands, but I think we're going to see a penalty here against the Bison.
I think we got holding around that left side on Buffalo.
The flag's pink today. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. See what the signal is here, but they're going to back up. Yeah, it's a holding call. 9 minutes, 11 seconds to play here in the third quarter. 10-6 on the Taco John's scoreboard. Riverton with a 4-point lead. The Bison ripped off a 62-yard touchdown run from Hatch on their previous possession. And then Riverton unable to convert. A short punt and a short field here on their second possession of the third quarter. Now under center is Moon. Pitch is right side. And Camino is going to pick up about 4 on the play.
Rather than Kane, and now another Wolverine on that tackle, and he was feeling it a little bit there.
That's Hutchinson. His helmet come off during the play?
It did. He made a one-arm tackle, and you do that on Camino and Hatch, leaves a mark.
So it'll be 3rd and 15. If this Riverton defense holds this, I mean, there's been a couple of penalties here, but if this Riverton defense holds this, that's a huge win after a short punt like that.
Yes, it is.
Huge win. Single receiver near side, 2 to the far side, offset formation. Here's the snap to Moon. He fakes the handoff. Now he's going to have to step up in the pocket. He's going to have to run here. Steps up, and he's going to go nowhere. About a yard on the play. Good coverage from the Wolverines. Moon so far hasn't been a threat with his feet.
Caden Gentmine with the tackle for the Wolverines.
So now 4th down and a timeout taken on the field. We go with them. You're listening to Wolverines football and watching live on WyoToday.com, KTAK 93.9.
You want to change the look of your home, but you don't have money for siding right now. It's too late for painting outside. Here's a solution. A new entry door by Wadena Millwork. Hi, this is Chuck Parmley with Overhead Door Company of Riverton and Lander. Save 10% in October on Wadena Millwork entry doors in steel, fiberglass, or traditional wood. These handsome doors are energy efficient, secure, and nearly maintenance free. See the complete line at Overhead Door, 600 East Main in Riverton, or call 856-DOOR.
Eric Pauly, Cody Beers back with you here in the press box. Brett Watson with us on the sideline. 8:41 to play, third quarter. And it's a 4th and about 14 here. And it's a 4-point game. From here it would be, a 30-something yard field goal here.
Yeah, they're going for it.
They're going for it.
10-6 ball game here. It's also 10-6 Lander over Douglas. In Douglas.
Moon in the gun, has Hatch to his left, man in motion, right to left, high snap, and Moon's going to get sacked here. Oh, he throws over the middle. It is incomplete. And it was intended for Jace Scovard. And he did it, credit to Moon there for staying on his feet. I thought he was going to go down.
Yeah.
Turnover on downs, good stand.
Big
the Wolverines
defense. Stop, you bet.
That's a good recovery. Good recovery. See if the Wolverines offense can answer the score. They still lead by 4. 2 receivers near and 2 to the far side. In the gun, DeVries high at the deep back. Bring Patterson in motion, and they fake it to him. DeVries keeps this, and not much there. Maybe a half a yard on the play.
Hiram Hatch. Call his name a lot. Jay Scovard in too, so.
10-6, 8:15 to play on the Taco John scoreboard. Dale, way out there, far side inside the numbers. Here's the shotgun snap to DeVries. He's looking right, steps up, he's going to run. DeVries takes off here across the 25 and then gets pretty good pop put on him there by Benjamin Camino, 6 foot 170, but a good gain on the play, about 8 yards for DeVries. Third and 2 from the 28-yard line. 7:35 now on the Taco John scoreboard. They spread them out again, 2 on each side here for the receivers. And DeVries in the gun, deep back is Hyatt. Man in motion, right to left is Dale. And they fake it to him. DeVries keeps this up the middle, and it will be very close. That time the defense collapsed on the inside. And I don't think he got it. It'll be 4th down. Yeah, I think he was going to be short, but that was a pretty bad spot. But he was going to be short anyway, I think. And Tanner Johnson will come on to punt again. 6:50 rolling, third quarter. Kane there to snap again. Boy, that kid doesn't come off the field much, does he?
Nope, he's in there. And that's what Ryland's been playing for his whole life.
Tanner Johnson will be standing on his own 15-yard line for the punt. Snaps back there. This one he gets good contact on. And it will bounce the 42, keeps rolling, stepping up with it is Peters at the 31, and he'll fall down to about the 32.
Braden Vincent on the tackle for the Wolverines, and another excellent punt.
6:18, Taco John scoreboard. It's 10-6. Wolverines with the lead. Buffalo with the football. Moon comes out under center, the deep back, and he's way back there. He's about 7 yards back there is Hatch. Man in motion from right to left. And the handoff goes to Hatch. He's got a lead blocker, and he falls forward close to a first down. Gain of 8 or 9 on the play.
Nathan Hutchison on that tackle, and when you see a safety making a tackle on a big man, you know that he's gotten through that line.
Hatch over 100 yards on the evening. On 11 carries, one of those was 62 yards. In the gun is Moon. Hatch to his right, hands off to him. Hatch looking for the corner, and he'll get there plus more. Gets it across the 50-yard line, out of bounds on the Riverton sideline at about the 48. And a gain of close to 10 on the play again.
Jared Lucas
Bison, first down!
on the tackle.
1st and 10 with 5:40 to play. The third quarter, 10-6 lead for the Wolverines. Bison on the move here. 2 to the near side, single far side on the numbers. Offset formation, blitz coming. Here's Moon rolling to his right. Moon pumps, steps up, throws, and it is picked off! Picked off by Damon DeVries at the 42-yard line. And DeVries with his second interception of the year?
Second interception.
Yeah, second pick.
He's got 2 pass breakups today, and Damon DeVries comes through.
And that time, Moon was in danger of being sacked. And
now
then
they're spending a bunch of time talking, Eric. Not sure what's going on here.
Officials talking about it. It sure looked like, it was clean picked.
I believe it is going to be Wolverine football. Braden Vincent still on the field, but...
Was there a flag? I didn't see.
I believe there is.
Holding? Inadvertent whistle. We'll replay the down.
You've got to be kidding me, right?
I didn't hear it, did you?
Wow.
So So the inadvertent whistle will give the Buffalo Bison the ball back. And the INT will not stand. I need to cross that out.
Wow.
Moon under center, 1st and 10.
Big break.
And they're, I think, getting the clock right here, right? 5:32 on the clock. Moon under center. Takes the snap. Handoff is to Hatch, and Hatch gets stacked up at the line of scrimmage. And a nice stop there by Chris Topom. About a yard on the play.
Also in on that play, Caden Gantenbein. Got to keep yourself together after something like that and just play great defense.
2nd and 10. Single receiver split out to each side. Under center is Moon. Brings man in motion from right to left, and they'll hand off to him. And trying to make the corner. Good patience, actually. The ball carrier there for Blake Bell.
What a run.
Yep. Great patience from him, and he gets about 8 yards on the play.
Jared Lucas on the stop, but he ran backwards about 2 yards before he cut it up.
Waited for his blockers to get out there and then cut up field. So it'll be 3rd and 2 from the 41. 10-6 lead for Riverton on the Taco John scoreboard with 4:21 to play in the 3rd quarter. Under center, Moon, blitz coming right up the middle. And I think Riverton's blitz drew them. Yep. Riverton feigned blitz, and it drew them off sides.
There's a break right there as the lineman jumped for Buffalo.
So that will make it 3rd and long now. 3rd and 7. Boy, Ross Anderson fired up about that over on the sideline.
He's telling him, you better not jump, guys. Watch the ball.
3rd and long. Here's the snap to Moon. Fakes the handoff to Hatch. Throws right side, and it is incomplete. And, boy, Cody, there was some contact there, wasn't there?
That was a great play by Kai Gergen. He had to go through the receiver, but he might have gotten a hand in there before he hit him. Congratulations on a great defensive play, and that's all you can say on that.
Yeah, you're right. You're not wrong.
Fans didn't like it.
No.
You wonder, you make up there a little bit.
I was going to say, was that a makeup call?
Yeah, was it a makeup? Yeah. I don't believe this crew would do that, but boy, they held.
4th down, here's the punt. And a phenomenal punt here. Wow. That goes inside the 5-yard line, and boy, they quit running on it. They could have pinned him there.
Boy, it got in the end zone, and outstanding defense by the Riverton Wolverines, folks, and that was one of those plays that could have went either way.
Yeah, that might have been a makeup call there.
Kai Gergen credited with his 3rd pass breakup of the day. And that's Riverton football. It's a good ball game.
3 receivers out to the near side, or 2 receivers near side to the far side. Here's the snap, handoff right side. Hyatt gets pounded at the line of scrimmage, bounces, and then goes forward. About a yard on the play.
Tackle on the play by Jay Scovard. Very good defensive player, Scovard. He's getting up around 10 tackles in the game. Hinkle.
Mm-hmm. So 2nd and 10. Here's the snap to DeVries in the gun. Handoff again. Hyatt has some room here. Breaks outside the 20 to the 25, 30. Ankle tackle. And Hyatt close to a 1st down here. You can see Brock Hinkle over on the sideline there. Brock went down with a season-ending injury last week, Cody.
Yeah, re-injured that shoulder, and his dad put out Facebook messages this week saying, we think Brock's probably done, but he's tough, and he'll be out and enjoying himself hunting and fishing.
DeVries handoff to Hyatt for a couple, good enough for the first down. 2 on the play with 2:59.
Right now, the big thing, for this Wolverine team is keep that clock running and drive the football. Give your defense a break. They've been on the field a lot in the second half.
2:50 rolling. 1st and 10, Wolverines. DeVries under center, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Fakes the handoff, throws over the middle, and it is incomplete, just a bit behind Lucas there. And DeVries without a completion here in the second half. He's 0 for 3 on my book. Was 7 of 16 for a $119 in the first half.
Wolverines keep going back to that timing route over the middle, and just a bit off.
2nd and 10, single receiver near side, 2 to the far side. Lucas in motion, left to right out of that tight end fullback spot. And here's the handoff to Hyatt. Stiff arms lost. The football ball's on the carpet, covered up by the Buffalo Bison. Benjamin Camino falls on it, and that's Bison football.
Wow. That hurts. First turnover of the game on the Wolverines.
And that'll make it Bison football at the 33-yard line. And they trail by 4 here. It's 10-6 Riverton, 2:32 to play in the third quarter. Moon under center, handoff is Hatch, and Hatch wrapped up from behind by Topom. And I tell you, this is ambiguous to say, but Topom might be the only match for him physically at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Topom's not afraid to mix it up either.
Yeah.
Chris, one of the few linemen for the Wolverines, only going one way, and you can see Ryland Kane might be a little tired out there.
Under center, Moon. Pitch right side. And just a great play by Gergen, and then Kane finishes him off here at the corner. And that time Riverton had it all sniffed out. The ball was carried there by Benjamin Camino for a loss on the play. And Gergen did a great job flying up there.
Yeah, and good to see Ryland Kane come clear from the right tackle spot.
Like his ears were burning there, wasn't it?
Yeah. Ryland, one of the smartest kids at Riverton High School. Student of the game. Pretty dang good weightlifter, too.
Under center, Moon. Handoff to Hatch, left side. And Hatch, not much there. Ran into the back of his lineman. Gain of about 3 on the play on 3rd down. That was an interesting call on 3rd down.
Yeah, Jared Lucas came from that right defensive end, made a nice tackle. And now a big call here for Coach Rob Hammond.
Now the ball is on the Riverton 31-yard line.
They're going.
Yep.
Another big play for the Wolverine defense.
Watch the ball here, gentlemen. Watch the ball. This could be a gadget. We'll see. Here's the snap. Good time here from Moon. Steps up, throws right side, and it is incomplete. Pass intended there on the near side sideline for Calvin Rule. And the Wolverines hold once again. Good defensive stand.
Excellent coverage there by Nathan Hutchison. Good pass rush. Forced Moon to throw off balance on the play, and the Wolverines take over. Brett Watson, hey, there's a big Moon behind you. And there's a big Wolverine defense who just held the Buffalo Bison.
I'm going to have to separate you two. 2 receivers near side. Here's the handoff from DeVries to Hyatt. And Hyatt squeaks through a hole there. Picked up maybe 2 yards on the play.
Boy, Chris Topom delivered a
I saw that
shot over on the other side. And
it's about a yard for Hyatt. That's touch 15 for Hyatt. And they go right back to him after the fumble.
Yeah, it's good news. I mean, he is your tailback. It's not a secret. He's going to carry the football and give it right back to him and say, you're a man. You're a bell cow back.
I haven't had another running back touch the football. Dale's the only other one that's touched the football other than DeVries in terms of the ground game. That'll run out the third quarter. The Wolverines hold on to a 10-6 lead. We'll take a timeout back after this on KTAK 93.9 FM, streaming live HD video at wyotoday.com.
It's back! Lander Medical Clinic presents the fastest flu shot in the West. The Drive-Thru Flu Clinic. Every Wednesday and Saturday in October, you can drive in, roll up your sleeve, and get a flu shot without ever leaving your car. Drive-thru hours are Wednesday 4 to 6 and Saturdays from 9 until 1. Drive-thru in your car, your motorcycle, your bike, unicycle, skateboard, even your horse. Remember, Wednesday 4 to 6 and Saturdays from 9 until 1. The Drive-Thru Flu Clinic at Lander Medical Clinic.
Eric Pauly, Cody Beers back here. Let's check in with sideline reporter Brett Watson over here. Wolverines still up by 4, but things have tightened up a little bit here, Brett.
Well, and it almost looks like the Buffalo kids are getting a little tired up front. Topan is just tearing them up in the middle, and that last place, he pancaked some kid off away from the ball a little bit, and so, you know, they've got to be getting a little tired. These are just big bodies they're pushing against, and to stand down here at field level, you can't believe the size difference. And, you know, we've harped about that all year, and it's definitely not helped us in the past because we gave up some quickness, but I think they're starting to wear out a little bit.
All right, thanks, Brett.
Back to you.
Wolverine football. 2nd and 8 from the 33. DeVries looking to throw and sends it over, and this is caught. And taking it down to the 49-yard line will be Lucas Engel. And a gain of 16 yards on the play. First down, Riverton. That's the first completion for DeVries in the second half. 4th reception for Engel. 10-6 lead for the Wolverines, moving the football. Left to right here on your radio dial. A shotgun snap and then a handoff to Hyatt. Hyatt, nothing there this time, no gain.
Boy, and they had a hold of him on that play.
They're trying to rip the ball out.
Hit on the play by Charlie Wonka. Nothing fancy, just good old hard-hitting football by both these teams.
11-11 on the board here, 10-6 on the Taco John's scoreboard. DeVries in the gun here takes a snap. Has a guard pulling out in front of him, throws over here to Dale, caught at the 50-yard line, stiff arm across to the 40, still on his feet at the 45 or 35, and then out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. And that'll be 22 yards on the catch and run.
Well, good to get that ball in Blake Dale's hands in space and allow him to use his quickness to move down the field. That's something that NFL teams do really well with their slot receivers, and good to see the young man get his opportunity.
He's got 67 yards receiving in my book here on 3 receptions. He's been highly efficient. DeVries throws over the middle, caught by Engel. And Engel still on his feet, holds on to the football for another first down at the 15-yard line. And that'll be a 17-yard reception.
Well, another nice job, almost the exact same play as 2 plays ago. That's the 8th target to Lucas Engel in this game.
1st and 10, ball spotted at the 15. Wolverines lead by 4. High snap, and DeVries fumbles the football. I think he fell on it.
Wow.
But it'll be a loss of 3 on the play.
That had disaster written all over it from the word go. And again, a quick snap nearly gets by Damon DeVries. And now we got an injured Buffalo player on the field.
Yeah, down for the Bison there is Keegan Money. We'll take a timeout. Back after this here on KTAK.
When it comes to protecting what matters most, it makes sense to choose an insurance agent who lives in Fremont County. Your local Allstate agent, Bill Brown, knows the ins and outs of both owning and protecting your home. Call Bill today for a free quote at 856-6573.
Eric Pauly and Cody Smash Beers here.
I get frustrated because this pistol sometimes backfires. And, boy, it can destroy your momentum.
2nd and 13. See, the scoreboard's got about 2nd and 14.
I'm going to say 13.
2 to the near, 2 to the far. 10-16 to play in the ball game. Riverton leads by 4. DeVries under center. Man in motion right to left is Dale. Fake it to him, then hand off to Hyatt. He's met at the line of scrimmage. Rips through, though. And he will pick up about 3 or 4 yards on the carry. That was a great second effort.
Yeah, what a great job there by Trayton Hyatt. Matthew Harrison, 5'7", 220, had a hold of him, and Trayton says, I'm not done yet.
Gives him 17 touches.
Yes, sir.
2 receivers to the near side, 2 far side. DeVries under center. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looking to throw, fires to Engel, and it is incomplete. And that time, Engel and Hutchinson were in the exact same spot when the ball got there. And I think the ball was thrown to Engel, and Hutchinson thought it was thrown to him, and he reached out there and knocked it down.
Yeah, it's that same route that Engel's been running all night. And we got another injured Bison, and they're starting to cramp up a little bit, it looks like.
We'll keep it right here for right now. .9:38 to play in the fourth quarter, 4-point contest.
Boy, and who let the skunk out, guys? That's your fourth quarter perfume down here? What's the deal?
10 to 6, 9:38 on the Taco John scoreboard.
We got some scores in. Worland up 28-0 in the third quarter on Rollins, Eric. Number 2, Cody, 34, Evanston, 0. And we don't have an update on Lander Douglas. We could use another one, Billy Brost. Final score, Jackson beats Green River 63-17, and Powell 28, Star Valley 6.
Wait, hold up. What was it?
63-17 over Green River.
Ooh.
Jackson got it going in the second half, and unfortunately this is looks like a tough one here on Buffalo.
That is Aiden O'Neill. Had a calf cramp there. He's making his way off.
5'8", 190-pound junior. And we've got skunk in the house.
It does smell close, doesn't it?
He's fragrant. Let me put it that way.
Yeah. Kind of came out of nowhere there.
Yeah, he's enjoying himself tonight at a packed house in Buffalo.
It isn't it? It is that there were no restrictions here, and they've got this place is full.
It is.
Well, not full, but I mean as much as we'd seen.
Tanner Johnson on for a field goal.
Oh, Johnson for what would be a 27, 28-yarder. Here's the kick. It's up, and it is good. So Tanner Johnson puts it through, and that'll make it 13-6. We take a timeout here on KTAK, WyoToday.com.
Of Riverton Wolverines football. For over 50 years, Bailey's has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service and to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey, go Wolverines.
Papa Murphy's is proud to sponsor this week's Player of the Game. For a limited time, enjoy a Papa Murphy's barbecue chicken pizza made with KC Masterpiece barbecue sauce. After the game or anytime, you can't beat the fresh ingredients and authentic flavor of a Papa Murphy's take and bake pizza. And you know it's baked right every time because you baked it yourself. Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton. Drop in or order online at papamurphys.com. Go Wolverines!
Eric Polly, Cody Beers, back with you here in the press box. 13-6 ball game. Riverton tacking on a couple field goals on this one, Cody, and that's been it's always nice to have a kicking game in 3A. You don't see it everywhere.
Yeah, Riverton's always traditionally had a kicking game. We just received word that pitching great Bob Gibson just passed away. News out.
Was that a Twitter feed or was that?
It is, straight from Billy Brost.
Okay, here's the return. And out across the 20-yard line to the 24, across the 25, 26-yard line there for the Bison is Anthony Peters.
Tackle Ethan Patterson credited for that tackle.
1st and 10. The ball will be spotted at about the 27-yard line.
Much before your time, Eric, but Bob Gibson, one of the greats.
7-point ball game under center is Moon, man in motion. They hand off to him and looking to make the corner again here. And picking up about 5 or 6 yards on the play will be Blake Bell. And he runs backwards a little bit before he runs forward there, but gets good yardage on the play.
Caden Gettenbein in on that tackle for the Wolverines.
9:08. Rolling here in the fourth quarter. 7-point contest. Single receiver here to the near side is Bell. Far side, Calvin. Under center, Moon hands off to Hatch. Hatch met by Vincent for a short gain. Nice tackle.
Yeah, Braden Vincent, Caleb Smith. The center of this Wolverine defense has been outstanding tonight.
Third and short. Well, third and about 2 yards here, we'll call it.
Look for the hard count. Look for Hiram Hatch.
8:18 to play, fourth quarter. Bell near side. Single receiver out to the far side. Moon hands off to Hatch. Hatch will fall forward for the first down. He got about 4 yards on the carry. First down, Bison.
Nathan Hutchison on that tackle.
That's carry number 17 for Hatch, well over 100 yards now.
Came into this game 300 yards rushing, about 294 through 3 tough ball games, and he's the real deal.
Moon under center here. Ball spotted on the far side. Hatch moving right to left here on your radio dial. Handoff goes to Camino, and Camino picks up 5 yards on the first down carry.
Caden Gantenbein on the tackle.
7:34, 13-6 on the Taco John's scoreboard here in the fourth quarter.
Don't expect Buffalo to do too much here, as if they can rip off 5 yards a carry, that's what they're going to do.
Tight ends here on each side, single receiver as well. High snap, they pull it down, hand it off to Camino. He's going to cut up field, and he gets about a yard on the play. That one just took too long to develop after the high snap.
And Jared Lucas filling in tonight for Broden Mathis, and I'd say Lucas is getting a passing grade tonight at right defensive end.
Agreed. 3rd and 4. Big down here. Wide side of the field will be Calvin Rule. Near side, Bell, and a bobbled snap. It ends up with Hatch, though. Hatch looking to make the corner, gets around and across the 50-yard line to the 47. There is a flag on the play. I don't know who, or that's a towel. That was a towel dropped on the play. Vincent just about got him, but Hatch beat him to the edge.
Bison first down!
Tackled by Damon DeVries, and
that was a bobbled play there. Snap was bobbled, and then Hatch was able to pull it in. 13-6, 6:20 to play, fourth quarter. Single receiver to each side. Man in motion left to right will be Bell, and they give it to him. Bell again running backwards here, gets a block, and then back to the line of scrimmage, and then dragged down for a gain of 3 or 4. Second down.
Hayden Brown.
Go ahead.
Hayden Brown on that tackle, but Wolverine defenders right there, some of them gave up on that play, I thought, and need to continue to pursue.
5:50 still rolling. 3 timeouts for Riverton, 2 timeouts for Buffalo here in the fourth quarter. 5:40. And they hard count him and got him. Yep.
Don't expect that on second down, but that time they did, and there'll be now 6 penalties for 45 yards on the Wolverines.
Now 2nd and 3 after the penalty. Here's the shotgun snap. Handoff is to Hatch. Working left side, has some room. cuts up across the 40-yard line. Flags fly. He's got the first down. We'll see what the call is here. I'm thinking it's going to be a hold.
Lineman looks back toward the officiating team out of Powell tonight.
And it is.
That's a break right there for Riverton.
Seeing some frustration from the Buffalo players. A couple people yelling and a couple people saying calm down there in the huddle.
5 penalties for 45 yards now on Buffalo, and right now is when the Riverton defense needs a big tackle.
2nd and 12, 5:30 to play, fourth quarter. Man in motion left to right is Bell. And they fake the handoff to him, give it to Hatch right down the middle, and Riverton just collapses on that one. And he still just falls forward, carries the pile for 4, maybe 5 yards on the play.
Caleb Smith on the tackle, his 4th tackle of the night.
3rd and long.
Wolverine coach is pretty impressed with the development of Caleb Smith. 6'3", 285-pound senior.
Third and long. Under center, Moon fakes the handoff, rolls to his right, looking to throw. Fires it, and it is tipped again, and then incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Boy, big defensive plays there by Riverton, and it'll force a punt. So,
if Riverton could put points on the board here, it should seal it.
Buffalo playing the percentages on this one. Another good defensive stand by this Wolverine defense. See if Kai Gergen can get him some field position.
There's the snap. Good punt. That's going to be a high end over ender. And takes a Buffalo bounce to the 14-yard line down at about the 13. And that's where Riverton will take over. For those of you who might just be joining us here, there is some glare on the screen. We're behind glass here. You can make out the wood paneling if you look close enough behind us. But that's our own fault here. We couldn't get the tripod to go low enough here to get it to kind of fit below the frame and the window, so we had to keep the window closed. 13-6, 4:38 to play. Wolverine football, DeVries under center. And gives the handoff to Hyatt. He's going to bounce this outside to the left. Not much there. In fact, he's going to lose quite a bit of yardage here. I don't know if he ran into a blitz there or what happened, but it's a loss of 5 on the play.
Ouch.
Now, 13-6, Riverton with the lead. 7-point game. 2nd and 14 with 4:08 to play here in the fourth quarter on the Taco John's scoreboard. 2 receivers to the near side. Isolation far side is Engel. And DeVries letting the clock tick here. Down to 3:56. Takes the shotgun snap. Handoff Hyatt. Hyatt tries to reverse field here. There's still not much there. And no gain. 3rd down. So Riverton playing the clock here, but still 2 timeouts on the board here for the Bison. So this will tick down inside of 3 minutes here before the next play.
And you've got a punter.
3 minutes, yeah.
You got a punter that can flip a field in Tanner Johnson, and
right.
That's what Riverton's relying on here.
3rd and long, DeVries lets it tick down again here. I'll wait for the back judge to start his count. Takes the snap. Looking right, throws right, over the middle, looking for Dale, and Dale is incomplete. And, boy, I tell you, if he would have caught that, he would have got – there was definitely footsteps in his ears there. But it falls incomplete.
That coverage by Calvin Rule, so Riverton going to have to come out and punt the ball here. And you'd think at this point, Buffalo, now they might go after the punter.
So the return man sitting at about the 50-yard line is Anthony Peters. And Tanner Johnson will be right in the middle of his own end zone here. Full protect for Riverton. Kane to snap. Sends it. It's a good snap. And that was a low punt. And It will be fielded by Riverton at about the 43, 44-yard line. So excellent field position for the Bison. They came after that, Cody. You're right. They just about got a hand on it.
Inside 3 minutes, and the Wolverine defense going to be called on here again.
13-6, 2:59 to play on the Taco John's scoreboard. Got ourselves a ball game here, Cody. Single receiver to the near side, double tight for the Bison, and then single receiver to the far side. Under center is Moon, man in motion, right to left is Bell. They give it to him, and Bell's getting chased down to the backfield here by Jarrett Lucas. He sacks him for a loss, not a sack, but tackles him for a loss of about 6 yards on the play, and they just went to the well one too many times on that one.
Boy, and that was just Jarrett Lucas with the speed, and you cannot coach speed, and that was huge.
Oh, that was a lot more than 6, wasn't it?
It was about 6.
Timeout taken on the field, and I don't know who took the timeout here. Was there a timeout?
There was. Buffalo called it.
Oh, it didn't come on. Okay. Timeout on the field, back after this here on KTAK.
Time for young people, but for some students, it can be emotionally trying. Did you know that nearly 22% of Fremont County students in grades 8 through 12 answered yes when asked if they had ever seriously considered suicide in the past year? If you or someone you know is at risk for suicide, please contact the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-8255. That's 1-800-273-8255. Paid for by Fremont County Prevention Program.
You give it to a kicker 2 times?
Maybe. 13-6, 2:50 to play in this one. Second and very long here for the Bison. They're fresh out of a timeout. So they should have one, unless the scoreboard was wrong. Had they taken a timeout already before this? Do they have 2 or 1 left? Okay. Under center is Moon. Takes a snap, fakes the handoff to Hatch, rolls right. Gets outside the pocket, has good time, airs this one out, and it is caught? What a catch. Holy cow. That's pulled in by Bell at the 26-yard line. That's a 23-yard reception. And he had to fight for that one.
Boy, it was excellent coverage over there
on
the left side, and he just went up, took it down.
Yep. Good defense, good catch. Good defense, better catch. 2:40. Moon hands off to Hatch, and Hatch got tackled from behind there by Topom. Gain of 3 on the play. That's his 20th touch for Hatch, over 100 yards on the evening. Had a 62-yard touchdown run on his first carry of the third quarter. 13-6, 2:17 to play. Single receiver to each side, a double tight. Man in motion is Bell. They'll hand it to him. Bell has Hatch in front of him to block, and Bell cuts and reverses field a little bit here. He'll pick up 2 or 3 yards. Hatch might be hurt, Cody. He was kind of hobbling on his way to go block there. Did you see that?
Yeah. Chris Topom on another tackle. And guys, Chris Topom making a run here for player of the game honors too.
Yep, agreed. 13-6, $1:45 rolling here. This is third down, 4-down territory for sure here for the Buffalo Bison.
Big play here.
Yep, 3rd and 5. Well, 3rd and more like 6. In the gun is Moon. Single receiver to each side. Takes a snap, Hatch is there to block, throws over the middle, and this is incomplete. Pass was intended over the top there to Jay Scovard. That'll stop the clock, and 4th down. This is for all the marbles here.
Boy, big pass break up there by Nathan Hutchison. Great coverage by the Riverton defense.
4th and 6 from the 21. Timeout taken. We go with them on KTAK and YOToday.com. Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288. Welcome back, folks. 1:23 to play in the ball game. 13-6 on the Taco John's scoreboard.
Boy, big plays tonight by this Riverton defense. Caden Gantbine with 5 tackles. Caleb Smith with 5 tackles. 6 tackles and a pass breakup for Nathan Hutchison. 4 tackles for Kai Gergen. Chris Topom, outstanding tonight. 7 tackles and a sack. And this, you hate to say that a play like this is for the season, but that's what you're playing for right now. Every win is huge, and Wolverine defense with a chance here to salt it away.
1, 2, 3 on the Taco John scoreboard. In the gun is Moon, naked to the near side. Here's Moon stepping back, steps up, throws over the middle. He's hit as he throws. It's picked off. Picked off at the 17-yard line. And with the INT for Riverton is Couts.
Man, what a play. Wolverines hold, and no timeouts for the Bison. 1:16 to play.
Well, if the Wolverines don't turn the football over here, they should be able to victory formation this one out of here, right?
I think I would. Take a knee. Go home with a W. Man, what a great defensive play that was.
Good pressure.
Wolverines, great pressure. Brett, I think we got a MVP here tonight, Chris Topom, and man, what a great defensive play by the Wolverines.
Well, they'll line them up here, but this should be the victory formation, I would think.
That's not yet.
Do they have a timeout left? The scoreboard shows it. I thought they've taken 3.
I believe they're out of timeouts.
I could be wrong.
He did take a knee.
Okay. So a knee is taken. That'll tick down the clock inside of a minute here.
So a big field goal here in the fourth quarter by Tanner Johnson, 29 yards. Gave Riverton that 13-6 lead, and good one.
Clock ticking now inside of 50 seconds. Hang around, folks, for the Click It or Ticket post-game show. We'll announce our Papa Murphy's Player of the Game, talk to our Papa Murphy's Player of the Game, and get our interview with Brett Watson on the sideline, talking to head coach Troy Anderson as well.
Final score in Whirland 42, Rollins 6. Cody 34-0 over Evanston at the half. We still don't have anything in from Lander and Douglas. We could use a scoring update there. This one's over.
I got you on Lander and Douglas here.
All right.
Let's see. Final score in Lander. No, 2:47 to left. It's 13 apiece, and Douglas has the football with 2:47 left on the Lander 14-yard line. And there's the ball game, folks.
There's water flying over there. Hey, congratulations to Coach Troy Anderson and the Riverton Wolverines.
Riverton wins this one 13-6. First road victory here for the Wolverines of the 2020 campaign, and we've got 2 more to go here before we head back home. We'll take a look here at your stat line in just a bit. Also a look at our player of the game and our interview with Coach Troy Anderson will be here and now. We'll check in with Brett Watson down there on the sideline when he's able to grab him. If you want to go ahead and grab Topom too, we'll do that as well after they get their team meeting in here. Cody, Lander in a fight right now with Douglas.
Yeah, that's a surprising one tonight, and I know that the winner of that could, give Riverton a chance here next week. If Lander could pull that off,
well,
Riverton comes in, beats Douglas, who knows?
There's 1:30 left. Lander has the football on the Douglas 10-yard line.
All right. Well, that makes next week's game with Lander. And, folks, it's time for a big one.
Well, they're going to Coach Anderson's going to head over and talk to his boys here. We'll check in with him after that. Let's take a short timeout. Back after this here on KTAK.
We are building a stronger, safer CWC. Your health is our top priority.
You guys going to be able to get the camera clear down here?
Please wear a mask and go online.
Okay, all right. All right.
At healthy.cwc.edu. Wear a mask when you arrive on campus. Find a health screening station in the Health Science Building or the Arts Center Theater. Check your temperature and you're on your way. Again, to fill out the daily wellness form, go to healthy.cwc.edu and we'll see you on campus.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County.
Fremont County School Athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
Hunting season is here, and that means the Wind River Radio Network and WyoToday.com's Big Bull Contest is back. All you have to do is have a valid elk tag for this year and live in Fremont, Hot Springs, or Washakie County, and you're in. Starting October 1st, bring your legally harvested bull to the Wind River Radio Network's office at 603 East Pershing. Our team will measure it, and then you're in the running for the biggest bull. There's men's, women's, and children's divisions with thousands of dollars in prizes. For more information, visit WyoToday.com.
Former University of Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen is worthy of Wyoming.
23 plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, kind of went through a progression. I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder. His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places, and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here, given our wide range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.
Gales Carpet One is a proud sponsor of this Riverton Wolverines broadcast. Lombardi once said, "The only place success comes before work is in the dictionary." Gales wants to applaud these young athletes on their drive to become the best team possible and show the state of Wyoming what it means to be a Wolverine. Gales Carpet One, floor and home, 220 East Main in Riverton. Go Big Red!
All right, folks, we're going to check in with Brett Watson down there on the sideline, and Brett with our Papa Murphy's Player of the Game.
Well, first of all, Chris, did you ever come off the field tonight?
Not a lot, but I did, yeah.
I was going to ask you, are you going to have the energy left to crawl out of Kilimanjaro here up the mountain to get to the locker room?
Every day.
So we were talking, you had a key guy go down on defense, and the interior played tremendous ball. What's your feelings on that? Did everybody step up? And
Yeah, well, we knew that we had a key player down, so we all knew we had to step up and play good,
We had, I think he had you down for like 7 tackles and 1 sack, but there were several times that you were in the quarterback's face and he had to make bad throws. So
yeah, I know. That was good, and it was a lot of fun though.
Well, you guys enjoy this on the way back. It's a great win. We're still waiting for a score with Lander Douglas, but that one's tied late in the game.
Really? That's exciting. But
big game big game next week.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Thank you. See ya.
He was there somewhere. Oh, he's hugging fans or something. Well, maybe not. That's somebody else. Okay.
All right. Here we go.
All right. I'm ready now.
Make sure I got this.
Yep, you're good.
Okay. Well, first of all, Coach, I had to ride in the back of a pickup to get over here for this gig tonight, and this game made it well worth it. I'm a little bit thought out a little bit. Well, what's your feelings of the game?
Man, that's what a football game's all about, right? I just told them if you hadn't figured out when we were over there talking that it takes 11 or 22 dudes, all the people on the sidelines, managers, all the people behind us to do this deal, and everybody putting in their full measure, like,
well, folks, we lost audio with Brett here, and Something to do with
ball.
Oh, there he goes.
So they wanted me to ask you, it was kind of like the game last week. You guys used that jet sweep, but the first time it was real successful, and you guys went at it about 4 more times and didn't get anything. Is it? Are you trying to set something up there? Or are you seeing something? Or
I'm just trying to find a home for that thing. I love it. We would probably if we're going to do it, we probably got to commit to it a little bit more. But God, it's hard for me. I get my taste buds wet with Trey and Damon sometimes, and I go away from it. And then we get in that last part of that third quarter on into the fourth, and you want to burn some clock a little bit. And I think we're there. And I got a little nervous about Blake there a couple of times when he got rolled up on a little bit. So I try to consider that stuff when I'm play calling it. It's not necessary to set anything up, but we definitely want it. And I think it's gotten better over the 6 weeks. We're just got to perfect it a little bit, and I think we can dial it in.
Well, you're 1-1 in conference now, and the last I heard, Lander and Douglas were tied late in the game. So you got a big game coming in next week, regardless of who wins that game.
Massive, yeah. I mean, if you can't get up for Lander Riverton, I would argue that it's one of the best rivalry games in the state. I mean, there's only a couple, the Park County Brawl and maybe over there in Teton County, but beyond those two that I know of, maybe something down in Cheyenne or something, like, it's as good as it gets as far as a rivalry game.
Well, great game to build on, so good luck next week. These kids should be getting up again a little bit in their psychology of it.
Yeah, I talk about that with Cody a lot too, and we just try to keep them in the game. And man, I think we made a leap in that maybe more than anything today, is that they stayed focused, and you could dial in with some of those dudes that had the bad things happen to them, and you can just let them know, and they start to believe oh yeah, and we can just chip away at it. And this is a game that they can build on for sure.
Well, definitely, it'll make the ride home much easier tonight. Great win, Coach.
All right, thank you very much, Brett. We'll take a short break here, come back with a stat recap and more right after this here on KTAK 93.9 FM and WyoToday.com. It's the Click It or Ticket postgame show.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Drive now, text later.
Create your own sunshine.
Buckle up, tough guy. I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand. Seatbelts keep you hanging in there.
Don't leave your life on the road.
Don't regret the past, just learn from it.
Superheroes, buckle up.
It's better to buckle up than sorry. You are enough.
Don't leave your life on the road.
This is Cody Beers with YDOT. Wherever you are, wherever you're going, buckle up. Take care of each other on our highways, on the Wind River Reservation, and everywhere else. Welcome back to Moon Field, and you can see the big full moon here on our stream, and what a big night it was under the full moon for the Riverton Wolverines. Win at 13-6, improved to 2-3 on the season, 1-1 in East Conference play. Riverton got it going in the second quarter on a 22-yard pass from Damon DeVries to Blake Dale. Tanner Johnson, a big weapon in this game, comes on with the PAT. 11:43 to go in the first half. It was 7-0 Wolverines. And 24-yard field goal with 20 seconds to go in the first half by Johnson. 10-0 at the half. Buffalo would come back, however, on the first play of the second half. Hiram Hatch, who doubled up Buffalo's offensive output of the first half with a 62-yard touchdown run with 11:48 to go in the first half. It took all of 12 seconds. Caleb Smith, however, would block the PAT for the Wolverines. 10-6 ball game. And then with 2:32 to go in the third, and what could have been a pivotal play, Trevor Hyatt fumbled the ball, the only turnover of the game for the Wolverines. Bison recover, but the Wolverines come on and hold, and I use that in the scoring update because that was a big turning point in this ball game. And then in the fourth quarter with 9:34 to play, it was Tanner Johnson again on a 29-yard field goal. Final score tonight, 13-6. We'll go over some defensive stats. Our player of the game brought to you by Papa Murphy's tonight. Chris Topalm, he had a sack. He had 7 unassisted tackles in the ball game. He was outstanding. Caden Gantenbein had 5 tackles. Caleb Smith with 5 tackles. Kai Gertigan, another excellent outing. He had a pass breakup and 4 tackles. Damon DeVries, a pass breakup and 3 tackles. Did he have that interception in the ball game, Damon DeVries?
Yeah.
Damon DeVries also with that interception. Braden Vincent with 4 tackles. Another big night for Nathan Hutchison in the secondary. 6 tackles and a pass breakup. Hayden Brown had a pair of tackles. Jared Lucas, and an unsung hero tonight, comes on, gets 3 tackles and a big tackle for loss on that last drive attempt by Buffalo. Ryland Kane in on a couple tackles. Just excellent play all around. 5 penalties tonight. Big improvement for the Wolverines. 5 penalties for 45 yards. And for Buffalo, 6 penalties for 45 yards. What a great night on a full moon.
Let's take a look at your stat breakdown in this one. We're just going to run right through this here, folks, and get out of here. We got a long drive back. We'll start with what I've got here for Buffalo. Unofficial, by all means, unofficial. 121 on the ground here for Hatch. Long run of 62 yards for a touchdown. And then I had Camino at 33. And Moon had negative 26 off a couple of sacks there. 6 yards for Wonka, and then 19 for Bell on 6 carries. There was a total of 20 touches for Hatch. Net rushing was $153 on the game for the Bison, and then through the air, 5 of 15 for 57 yards and an interception for Moon. And then total offensive output was 210 yards is what I had him at, unofficial, for the Bison. On the other side here for your Riverton Wolverines, 19 carries for 41 yards for Hyatt, and that's tough yardage. 19 carries for 41 yards. Then 5 yards for DeVries net. He was sacked twice in the game. And then 10 yards for Dale off of 5 carries. Total rushing output of 56 yards net for the Riverton Wolverines. And then DeVries was 10 of 24 for 174 yards and a touchdown there. It was just a frozen rope he threw to Dale in the first quarter. Total offensive output unofficial at 230 yards for the ball game for the Riverton Wolverines. And of note here, 69 yards receiving for Lucas Engel on 5 receptions, and then 69 yards for Dale on 3 receptions and a touchdown in the ball game. So that's a look at our unofficial stat breakdown here on the Click It or Ticket postgame show. Good win for the Riverton Wolverines, Cody.
Yeah, excellent win. We still don't have a score in on Lander and Douglas, but
I got an update for you. I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you. I got an update on that for you. It's 20-13 Douglas with 44 seconds left in the game.
All right, so Riverton Lander next week. All you got to do is look at the live stream tonight. You'll see by looking at this full moon in Buffalo, it's shaped like a football, and tonight it's Wolverine football all the way.
Oh, boy.
Hey, it's a great night, man, to be a Wolverine fan. Man, it's been a while since we felt a W, and I know the coaches are excited, the players are excited, and now Lander comes into Wolverine Field next Friday. Hey, I think they ought to open it up, and let's fill the place. And
it's a good road win for Troy Anderson in his first year.
It is.
It's a good road win.
Good road win. It's a lot shorter drive going home tonight for the Wolverines.
That's right. All right, we're going to wrap this up here, folks. Thanks to Cody Beers, Brett Watson here with us for the sideline reports. And final score on this one, 13-6. Riverton defeats Buffalo in Buffalo. And we still got 2 road games left, folks. We got Rollins and Worland left, and then Lander at home still to come. So we appreciate you tuning in on KTAK 93.9 FM. And for all of those of you out there watching the live video stream on yotoday.com, we appreciate that as well. For Cody, for Brad, I'm Eric Pauly. Have a wonderful evening. Wolverines win this one 13-6.